Warning, this game is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. How's everyone doing? Tonight we're going to be playing ourselves some Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. I mean, kind of. I'm going to be playing specifically off the PS3 just because it's easy to capture. But yeah, I'm playing the original version. We're going to start here in a minute. Hi Matt, how are you doing in chat? As I see, yeah, not on Discord yet because of Discord updates. I had like 14, so don't worry. I was in the same boat. Took a little bit to update, so we're gonna start in a minute. Gonna let you guys go ahead and update stuff, but while I'm waiting, I want to talk about some stuff, and this is the perfect time for me to do so. So let me first turn down this music in my ears a little loud. So the big thing I want to mention, it was something I talked about in Tuesday stream, like near the end. I wanted to just start this one off, kind of talking about this real quick because it is gonna kind of affect the channel. And it's nothing big, nothing really all that problematic or major, but it's about the highlights that are here on the Twitch channel themselves. You kind of don't want to keep a lot of these on here, if I'm going to be honest. It's mainly just because it doesn't matter. By today's standards, I don't really do Twitch highlights because Twitch as a viewing platform for VODs is, for lack of the better terms, really bad. Like, just really bad. Watching streams is already kind of a headache sometimes, but at least that works. The VODs, I've never really had a pleasant experience with, and a lot of people are the same. So I've always uploaded this stuff on YouTube, and pretty much every single highlight here on the Twitch channel is on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through a lot of the old highlights here on the channel itself and delete a lot of them. These are all on YouTube, so if you want to check these out, it's not like this stuff is going away forever. Just search on the YouTube channel for a lot of this stuff. They're in their own designated playlist on that channel. And that's the big thing I kind of want to start with, because this stuff, I don't want to get rid of it, but at the same time, I don't want to keep it on this specific platform with how weird Twitch has been over the past couple years with copyright stuff in general. They've actually told people flat out, just don't even keep videos on the platform. That doesn't sound great. But also, it's more of just a cleanup thing. Most of these are redundant. They don't really get the views here. They get them over on YouTube instead. If you want to watch a VOD on Twitch, they're here for about 2 months and then they get deleted, so they're still going to be here for a bit. I'll just keep up the highlights of more like memorable moments, which are glorified clips in a way, like Hack Kid Glitch. I'll keep that one here. The 3-man Samurai I'll probably keep. Stuff like that I think is fine. But the full playthroughs in general, I don't think I'll keep those because they're on YouTube already and people rather watch them there. So that's one reason. Another one is that some of them got fragmented, like the Freedom Planet first playthrough for Carol. I had to break that up in 2 pieces because I got disconnected from Twitch in the middle of the stream, so that's just weirdly fragmented. It's not like that on YouTube. And also some of these highlights could have drop frames. You don't have that on the YouTube version because I local record all these streams and they're in higher quality too. Excuse me, they're in higher quality, 1080p, 60 FPS, higher bit rates. Like, they just look better over there. So by the end of this week, they'll be gone on this platform. They'll be over on my YouTube instead. So some of it I will be kind of making posts about. Like, there's one specific highlight that wasn't over on YouTube that I was working on trying to upload this week, and I got it done. So I'll probably post that, I don't know, probably within the next week or so, something like that. I just gotta finalize some stuff on it, but for the most part, it's ready to go. So I'll be doing that here soon. I guess your guys' Discord's still updating based on the issues. To be fair, the Discord update was kind of massive, and your guys' internet already is a little hiccupy, which I can get. So I think without any further ado, I'll get started into the game itself, because the game has a bunch of cutscenes just starting up, so I'll be able to watch at least the beginning part. So I'll be able to get you guys in here soon as possible. But that's the big thing I wanted to go over, is about the highlights. Again, just as a quick summary, I'm just moving most of these to YouTube. They're already for the majority on the platform. So any like full playthrough ones, I'm going to be getting rid of by the end of this week. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ready to swap over to the PlayStation. Just got to sit here in the darkness for a minute. It'll come eventually. There you go. We did it. We made it. We are on the PlayStation. So now, let's play some Metal Gear.
Box Metal Gear or regular Metal Gear?
How about Revengeance? It's in the system still. Why not?
No.
Hey, it's the first Metal Gear. There it is. No, you genius. That's like the, I don't know, like near the end Metal Gear. Technically, it's the last canonical
That's
one,
the fifth
right?
one.
But it's still better than Survive.
Probably anything better than Survive. I don't know if that's like the last canonical in the story or not. I don't know about 5's placement. We're not here for that. We're here for Metal Gear Solid 1, specifically. So, Solid Snake is the best of the best. Must defeat his country. Defend his country. Defeat the country. Take him down. Defend his country from a nuclear incident. Expect tactical espionage action in this thriller. The first of the Solid series, but this isn't the first Metal Gear.
No, it's like the third Metal Gear.
Yeah.
If you want to go in chronological order, it's like the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that is true.
That's the wrong one. I meant to go over here. I don't know why I keep on pressing the wrong buttons.
Also, Lester, we can't see your screen.
Don't worry. I'll fix that here in a sec. I'm just trying to make sure everything else here is all good. I'm going to turn back up this a little bit because I had to turn that down for Rising. And also, one thing that's weird in this one is that I have to go into the system settings and mark this to analog mode every time I boot the game. I don't know why. This is one of those games on the PS3 that does not remember analog mode being on or not. I don't like that. But to be fair, it's not the only game I played like that.
It's a good thing it's a kind of a grid-based overhead system.
Yeah, I've like tried out the one VR mission in this just to get some audio balancing, and it felt a little bit better with the stick, but not by much. Hopefully now you guys should be able to see things too.
Nope, still just a white screen.
Okay, well Discord is just acting up today then, if that's the case. At least I don't have to open the program to do this now. I can just do it from the taskbar. Also, chat, you'll have to let me know if the audio balancing is good with how this game's very vocalized, so I don't know how things are going to be. At the beginning, it's a little loud, so I'm going to turn that down a bit.
We may have to leave and come back in because it's still just a white screen. So.
Yeah, try that.
On Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstead.
It's showing like a little camera icon in the bottom saying it's off. I don't know why.
Okay, your guys' Discord's glitched, if that's the case. I don't know what to do. The only thing I can do is leave and come back while we're just watching the intro. Right. Technical difficulties in the intro is probably the best part. Part to have this.
Yeah. We'll approach the disposal facility by sub. And then we'll launch a one-man SDV.
Thanks, I made it. I just came back.
I was gonna say something, then you left. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't want to hear what I said.
I'm trying to get this to fix itself. I don't know if it might be a full reset or not. Because I just was in a test server and this worked.
Okay, let me restart our computer and see if
Special
that works
Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
And the dithering's strong on this one. I mean, PS1 game, not too surprised. A lot of these games are a little blocky by today's standards. was a pretty lengthy opening just to get to the title, too. That's a lot of story. Alright, before we do anything else, we check our options. I always like doing this in the beginning. See if there's anything we need to change. And from the looks of things, no. Captions are all on, which we want subtitles. Sound is good. Vibration. Everything should be fine. This is one of those games that also uses the circle button for confirm and the X button to go back. And that messes with my muscle memory a lot because this is the Japanese layout for the most part on that front. I mean, most games that were released in North America changed confirm to X, so this is probably going to mess with me a bit. I'm going to leave it on default. Everything else should be good, too. I don't want to change any of the defaults. We should be all good on settings.
I remember those days when X meant confirmed and circle meant or no, X meant cancel and circle meant confirm.
Yeah, I mean, that's mainly a Japanese thing. Because again, they, for the most part, when games are made here in North America or ported over, they changed it. Also, can you guys see things now, or is it still bugged?
Yes, we can now.
Okay, good.
Are you gonna do just straight up new game, or are you gonna look at the like the beginning story where he meets the colonel and they go over the mission?
I'm guessing that, well, is that in briefing, or is that the thing that played right before the title screen? Because we watched all that.
That's in briefing.
Okay, we can check that out real quick. Because I know most of this is going to be a big story playthrough. So I know we're going to probably be here for, what, an hour?
Yeah, just in briefing. Yep. But it's good to go over for people who never played this game before and they want to know the full story.
Yeah, that's fair.
You were behind this, Colonel.
Also, the
So
specified
I don't have to
things,
explain everything.
a lot of people might be wondering why I'm playing this version, because I know there's an enhanced port of it on the GameCube called Twin Snakes. I wanted to start with the original, and then if I like the series enough, I'll try out Twin Snakes after, so I can have that comparison point.
But we've got a serious situation here.
Plus, I did ask you, Amber, about these two different versions, because you know most of the stuff about Metal Gear in general, and you did recommend this version over Twin Snakes as a first playthrough.
You will take these orders. I know.
Sorry for the coughing, by the way.
Yeah, luckily I
yeah.
can right here because of the suppression. Gets it out.
Dr. Naomi
Oh, thank
Hunter.
God.
She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff.
Yeah,
An expert in
Metal
gene
Gear is like my
therapy.
favorite game of all time for anybody that knows me.
Military?
So I played both
Civilian.
the
I've been
original
sent here
and
from
Twin
ATGC.
Snakes
Pleasure to
quite
meet you,
often. And for me,
Don't
while the
worry.
Twin Snakes
This
is
injection won't
easier
hurt
because
you.
there's one point in the game
What's
where
the
you don't
shot
have to
for?
backtrack as
What's
much.
wrong?
I
You
just
don't
feel
like
like the
shots?
original is better for new time players to get the
Snake,
original
listen up.
experience, and then, like you
It all
said,
went
go
down
try the
5 hours
Twin Snakes
ago.
after
Heavily
wanting
armed
to try it
soldiers
then.
occupied Shadow
Yeah.
I don't know,
Island,
that's just my
a Rhode
opinion. I
Island
know
off the
others will
coast of
have
Alaska.
a different opinion on that,
What
but
soldiers?
Yeah.
One I also seen on
Amazing
gameplay
special
too.
forces, led
Twin
by
Snakes
members of
is
Unit
built around the
Foxhound.
MGS2 engine, so it has a lot of the
Senator
newer
Washington
elements
was
of that
single
game, which
man,
breaks a
and
lot
they
of the
say
stealth
that if it
sections
isn't
of the
met,
original.
They'll launch a nuclear
Right.
weapon.
So there's also that. It's an easier game by
Nuclear
comparison.
weapon.
I'm afraid
When
so.
I played this game for the first
You
time,
see,
I
the
played
island
Twin
is the
Snakes.
site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
you liked it, didn't you?
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is.
So,
You'll have two mission
Snake
objectives.
looks different
First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald
in the
Anderson,
briefing than he does in the actual game.
and the president of Arms.
He's got
Kenneth
longer
Baker.
hair there.
They're
The
both
reason
being
why
held
is
as
because
hostages.
Liquid, the
Those are
brother of
sniper duty
Snake,
hostages.
which is why it's called Twin Snakes,
Second,
obviously.
You're to
Yeah.
investigate whether or not the terrorists have.
Well,
the
they're
ability
obviously
to
twins, so
launch
they
a
look the
nuclear
same.
strike.
So Snake is
Stop them.
at the end of the briefing. He's like, "I need a pair of scissors. I'm gonna cut my hair."
Questions?
And when they ask him why, he's like, "I don't want to be
said whether I'd
confused for
accept
the
this mission.
the leader of the bad guys."
Make up your mind.
I mean,
I
that
thought that
makes
was
sense.
always-
more about the situation.
I thought that was always funny.
Yeah.
So for
mean-
people who don't know why Snake changes his hair here, that's why.
In some ways, it would make sense for them to also not do that, because then he can blend in and maybe pose as their leader just to get more information. But there's like two different coins to that one, like two different sides.
Yeah.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
In the Twin Snakes
The
version
disposal
of this,
facility includes a
you can,
hardened underground base.
you can switch the camera angles, and you can see the colonel and the doctor walking around the room. I think it's pretty cool,
So
but
someone needs
I
to
like the
penetrate,
original better,
gather
where they focus in on
intelligence and
Snake
report
more.
back. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
spy
it makes more
movie.
sense as like a proper
What's the
interview at that
insertion
point, because then the
Well,
camera's
an
focused on that
insertion
one
is
individual.
impossible.
Then there's a camera on
With the
someone else.
storm going on.
We only have
Yeah.
the Snake
Approach
camera
the
here.
disposal facility by sub.
Approach.
Yes. within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch.
Same as a torpedo. Only this has no propulsion device of its own.
There might be a lot of big
The
words
SDV
people
gets
might
as
not know
close
in
as
this
it
game.
can.
Yeah, well,
Dispose
it's
of
also
it.
going to involve a
Later on,
lot of
you'll have to
military
swim.
terms, which makes a lot of
You want me
sense.
to swim in sub-zero Alaskan
Hey,
water.
Kira.
Don't worry.
Hey, how you doing, Kira?
That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your
So-
target.
Man, it's like by
That's
today's standards, they filmed this
As
with a
usual,
potato
this is a
camera
one-man
because you can't even make out
infiltration
Snake here.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes.
Um,
This is a top secret
I'm
black
playing,
Don't expect any
I
official
just
support.
sequence broke in Dread right now. I'm trying to get cross bombs early.
Yeah, I've seen that you were doing some of that stuff because you had the Kraid quick kill on your Twitter, which means you got bombs early.
Yeah. What you do is right after you give
24
flashpoint,
hours.
or I'm sorry,
They
the
say the launch
pulse
flash
radar.
24 hours.
No, pulse radar. I meant to say
Oh,
that.
okay.
Say what the
Um,
I
target
get
will
you
be.
mean.
So far,
After
they
you
haven't
get
mentioned
it,
the target.
I didn't even realize this, but you remember that one area where there's a missile tank like on a ramp and you can't access it and everything else?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could speed booster up that ramp.
Oh, yeah, that
you
makes
can-
sense. But I
if
didn't
you-
think
if
that
you-
either.
If you do that, you can fight the cross bomb dude early.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
I'm trying to do that right now because
President of the United
I'm trying to do all these
States.
sequence breaks because I think it'd be easier on me
Playing
playing Dread mode. Just
No,
not
at this
dealing with all
point,
that
they're still
crap.
video
I mean, in
conferencing
some
with
ways
each
it
other.
would be somewhat easier because then you
That's a
can
real
have more
nuclear warhead.
abilities too
Shouldn't
early
issue a
on.
COG.
In some ways, it
Not yet.
might make more
The
sense to speedrun the
Secretary
game.
of Defense has operational control and is fully aware
How
of
those
the
energy tanks
situation.
working out for you?
After you infiltrate,
Oh, I actually
if you
found use to the
determine
energy
possess
tanks.
nuclear
Oh, they actually
like-
have a use?
a COG
Yeah.
will be issued.
Well,
I didn't realize
we
this,
haven't
but
relocated
like
to the nuclear shelter under
you
Mount
don't die
Washington.
to certain
I suppose
things
there
like
isn't that much
lava,
reason to worry
heat,
yet. Is
and,
the National Security Agency in on this?
Oh,
Yes.
I get
cold
that.
and all that other
CIA.
stuff.
It works for
And-
timer stuff.
Agency.
Yeah, it just works for like
I'm starting to get a
hazards.
bad feeling about this.
So you
They'll
do
be sending us some
technically
support.
We don't
technically
need
have
desk
use for
jockeys.
health.
We need
but
a
it's not
nuclear
like-
weapons specialist.
I'm always at full health. I'll put it that way. I'll
Yeah,
just
I mean,
most of my
once-
inventory
Once you
full
get
health.
various suit, the heat stuff's not a problem anymore. Once you get gravity, it's even less of an issue. So, like, they have a finite number of uses at that point.
Yeah. Man, I'll put it this way though. I kind of had to
Backup from a
do the quick
specialist.
kill on
I'm
Kraid
just an amateur when it comes to
early
nuclear weapons.
because
I know.
I ain't screwing with that
That's
second
why I've
phase.
requested the assistance
That-
of a
that
military
sucks when you only have one hit.
Stasha
Yeah, because
Romanenko.
it's so
She'll
random
be
in a lot of
providing
ways.
you backup by codec.
And it's hard to avoid things.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the nuclear emergency search team.
Oh,
Contact
also,
her if you have any questions.
quick tip: if you ever try
She's
this,
also an expert on high-tech
I didn't
weapons.
realize this, but you can
Where's she
activate
working
Shine
from?
Spark
At
by
her
pushing
home in
Y
Los
and B
Angeles.
together.
Yeah, that's how
California.
you're supposed to do it for certain
Seems
puzzles,
like a
just to make it a
million
lot
miles
easier.
away.
That's how I did
Yeah.
it for that big Shine Spark puzzle everyone talked about in Dread.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would be kind of impossible.
Yeah.
Colonel, you're
Yeah,
retired.
there's a lot of briefing
Why
at
are
the
you
beginning.
involved in this?
Yeah, I mean, it's like any
There
other
aren't
military
many
op,
people
so it
who
makes
know
sense. Like,
Foxhound
the
as well as I
the
do.
solid series
That
one I hear
really
is
the
pretty
only
faithful to a lot of
I've been
military
soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything
tactics
else.
and
I guess even
like
though I'm
terminology and
getting a
all
little
that, so it
old,
makes a
I
lot of
still
sense
love to
for
be
this
in
to be
the
super
field.
long.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar.
Basically,
Tell me
what
the
you're getting
real
out of this briefing is because there was.
Okay, Snake.
See, this is
Sorry.
why it gets confusing on Metal
I'll be
Gear.
frank.
The chronological
The
order of
person
games.
very dear to
This
me
is
is
technically
being
like the
held
fourth or
hostage.
fifth game in the series.
Yeah, like chronologically, this is definitely not where you start. I think it's MGS3 is the canonical first.
Yes. So in this game, because Snake has already been in 2 other missions beforehand, the
What was your niece
Metal
doing
Gear
here?
and Metal Gear 2 Solid
Several
Snake,
soldiers were
and
reported
then the one that
missing
nobody
day of the
else
revolt.
talks about for reasons.
And my niece
Yeah.
was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
Basically, Colonel pulled him
She
out of
looks like
retirement. It's
you.
like, hey,
She's
you've dealt
my
with Metal
little
Gear
brother's
before. I need you to
girl.
do it again.
He died in
We
the
can
Gulf
all
War.
wipe our
Since
hands of
then,
this,
I've been
call it a day
watching
after that.
her.
And this thing's
Personal
like,
motive,
but I've been
Colonel.
in retirement. I don't do
That's
this
not very
anymore.
soldierly.
So he's kind of forced to do it.
I'm just an old man now.
Yeah.
And I'm your
It's
friend.
one of those situations where
Since
they
when are
have
we
no
friends?
choice.
I've thought of us
Yeah.
as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
And then,
With my personality,
gonna say
I don't
family
have too
member.
many friends.
I don't want to
That's
spoil
what I
it,
trust about
of
you.
the colonels
It's what
was
makes you
also
human.
used as bait
Please,
to get
Snake.
him to cooperate,
Save my niece
unfortunately.
now.
I mean, I can already see some of it because he's talking about
But I
his
have
niece
two
here.
conditions.
Colonel has a
Name
personal
them.
stake in this.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand.
Almost because of the 240p design of the text, I almost read that as warehouse. Like I'm an old retired warehouse. Like what? He's a building? Plot twist.
Metal Gear
That
building.
doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide.
Now we haven't started the game yet. We're already into nanomachines. All right, add to the counter. I know that's the famous term in the series.
Nanomachines?
Yep.
Not just one kind either. There are different types which will
Nanomachines.
replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
But these nanomachines are a little bit
Now I don't
different
have to
for
worry
Snake.
about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, benzodrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
So basically, the solution to anything is just inject yourself with nanomachines. All right, my phone's dying. Where's the nanomachine? I need it. I only have 5%.
I like to think that nanomachines is just this universe's magic.
It pretty
That's
much
like the
is.
best way to describe it.
The chief of
'Cause it does
Starfire,
everything,
president
even
of an
stuff
arms
that makes no
manufacturing
sense.
company.
So it is pretty much
What
magic
business
in
do
this
they
world.
have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer,
For
you
anyone
should
who
be able to
doesn't know
pick up
Metal
his
Gear,
location on your radar.
There's like 90% cutscenes, 10% gameplay.
Yeah. I know certain games are better about that than others. Like, that's the joke with MGS4 is literally just a movie, but MGS5, on the other hand, is actually flip-flopped, where it's more game.
Do they
Yeah.
So
really
it
have
kind of depends on the
ability to
game,
launch a
how
nuclear
much
missile?
cutscene to gameplay
They
you really
say
have.
they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent
I
this
think
type of
MGS4 is
terrorism?
worse in terms of
Yes.
cutscene to gameplay
Every
ratio.
missile
From what I've heard as well,
warhead in our
Kira, yeah,
arsenal
it's
is
probably
equipped
the
with a
one that
PAL,
has the most
which uses a
cutscenes to
discrete
gameplay.
detonation code.
It does.
How?
5 is pretty
Permissive
cutscene too,
The
though.
safety control
Yeah,
system
from what I
built
heard
into
though, a
all
lot of it's
nuclear
like
weapon
more in the
systems.
beginning and
Even
then
so,
less
we
over
can't
time
rest
depending on
easy,
what you do, since it's an
Why
open
not?
world game.
because the DARPA chief
So it could
knows
depend
the
on how you play it.
detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Oh good, let me go to eBay and buy my nukes. This might take down the seller. At least it's nice and the briefing screen's graying out the stuff I
well armed
watched,
are
because
these
I'm already
terrorists?
losing track of which
I
one
know
do we
there was an
cover in this
exercise
list,
going
but
on
it
at the
doesn't
time they
for
revolted.
me.
They're heavily armed, I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
What about their battle
I mean, how many
experience?
cutscenes you get, that's
Six
kind of a good
members
thing.
of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything
So,
less
Lester, the
from
real
Fox
question
Sound.
is, when you
The
do
others are
start
next-generation
playing,
special
do you want to do
forces.
it normally?
They're not your average
Which
grunts
I know
either.
you're probably going to say no. Or do you want to do the tricks?
That depends. When do we do the flip?
At the very beginning.
Yeah, doing flip. Yeah. All right, now
So
what?
what exactly
I
are
don't
they
know.
commanding?
Sneak?
A person's remains.
So normally.
Remains.
That's
I mean, we're probably
right.
gonna go through pretty
To be
normally
more
in a lot of ways.
accurate,
That there are some
cell
like
specimens
things
which
we could
contain the
try,
individual's
and they're easy
genomic
enough. I could
information.
try it, but
Cell specimens.
I mean, we'll like have
Why
to
would
see
they
how it
want
is. I don't know
that?
like what
The
tricks in
terrorists
question.
need them. You see, these
Well, I'm here for a
next-generation
reason,
special
so.
Yeah, pretty
forces
much.
have been strengthened through
I do know
gene
about the
therapy.
multi-ending thing because there's two specific endings,
You've
so we're
heard
gonna
of the
try to go
Human
for that
Genome
true ending.
Project.
If we screw up too
They've been
much
mapping
and
the
it's
human
impossible to get, we'll
genome.
just go
They're
on.
nearly finished.
Because we can always look this stuff
Following
up.
on this research,
That
the
ending is
military has been
actually
working
not that
towards
missable.
identifying those
It just
genes
depends
which are
on how good
responsible
you
for
are
making
at
effective
button mashing, to be
soldiers.
honest with you.
Everybody get that button mash emote.
Yes. And
I was
using
gonna
gene
say, I
therapy,
think you
they're
know
able to
because I
transplant
made an
those
emote
genes
about it.
into regular
So,
soldiers.
I think we'll be fine.
I'll explain
I
this
did
part.
Canary Mary
With gene
in
therapy,
one
we can
go.
remove those
Oh, it's
genes
not
which
that
we
bad
know may lead
in
to sickness
Cloud
and
Cuckoo
disease,
Land. Well,
and
go
at the
ahead,
same
sir.
time, splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But
Man,
it all
science has
depends
come a
on
long
being able
way.
to isolate
We'll
and
just make the
identify those
perfect person.
soldier genes.
And how?
And
Needle.
in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest
Like rebuilding the
soldiers
$1 million
ever.
man, but you're not rebuilding, you're just injecting him with one needle.
Well, to be fair,
One of the
Snake
greatest
was made to
soldiers
be the
ever.
perfect
The
soldier,
man they call
so.
the
That's
greatest
true.
warrior of the 20th century.
You don't
And the
mean
best
Big
way they're
Boss.
doing that stuff now
That's
is with
right.
the whole
We've been
science
working
approach.
feverishly to identify the
Yeah.
genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the
I
so-called
know the
soldier
game,
genes.
the remake game is called
So
The
his
Twin
body was
Snakes.
recovered after all.
But honestly, it should have been called
And his cells have remained frozen
the Snake
in a
Triplets or something
cryo
like that.
His genomic
Because there's
information is a
technically three.
priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless
That,
to the
yeah,
military,
because isn't
perhaps.
Big Boss technically
His
supposed to be
body
another
was
snake?
burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA
Not Big
profile
Boss.
from just a single
Well,
study.
he's the original,
You people
so
are
Yeah.
technically
amazing.
four.
And then
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's why I'm so
transplant those
confused. Like, wait a
genes
minute.
into soldiers?
He's also Snake,
Yes.
just
We'll use a
not
process
the
that I
current
discovered
Snake in
called
any
gene
way.
targeting. The
is
strongest
kind of-
soldiers don't become what they are by
He's a
acquiring
clone.
their skills
Yeah,
through training
at this point,
and
Snake
Like
is
to be a
more just like
clone.
the
Now,
name
hereditary
of that
factors
kind
are
of
far more
soldier, but
crucial
not
for
like that
creating
specific
superior
person.
soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body.
Mm.
It's potentially more dangerous than all
There's
the nuclear warheads
solid,
on that island put together.
Liquid, and Solid
I hear the
Disc
terrorists are
Snake,
calling
and then
themselves
Big
the
Boss,
Sons of Big
and then there's
Boss.
also Venom Snake, so
Son of
technically
Big
fine,
Boss.
if you really want to count it. But Snake was the first copy, and then Liquid, according to people finding out facts
Tell
and
me
everything,
about these
because
next
they never
generation
will tell you in the
special
games.
forces.
So what you're telling me,
They started
there
out as an
needs to be an
anti-terrorist
image of like the
special
Spider-Man all
ops unit, made up
pointing
of former
around in a
members of
circle just with a
biochem
picture of
units,
Snake?
technical escort units,
Yes.
and a nuclear
Because that's pretty
emergency
much what you're
surgery team.
telling me.
Their purpose was
It's
to
just that.
respond to threats involving next generation
Multiple
weapons of mass
snakes. I mean,
destruction.
when you can do
including
cloning and
DC
make your own
weapons.
perfect warrior, yeah, it makes a lot
Until
of sense
they
as to
were
how
ahead,
they're
that
making
is.
so many different versions of the
They.
same person in a
These
way.
guys didn't start out as regular
Thanks,
army.
science.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After
Now, that just sounds
they
like standard
merged with
business
our own
affair.
PR unit, Force
Like
21,
nothing new
and
there. They were
trained.
going under, we just bought them out.
If you ask me, these so-called next
And
generation
that's how
special
Microsoft got a
forces
monopoly.
should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget, they've all
People
been
wonder why
strengthened with
Metal Gear
gene
Solid
therapy.
1's not on
They carry
Xbox.
genes which make them excellent
I mean, at the
soldiers.
time, yeah, Sony got
Don't get
the
careless just because they
exclusive
don't
rights
have
to
much
this, really.
experience.
Because I think they could have put this on a
Genetically
Sega system,
modified
like,
soldiers was
what was
prohibited
this,
by international
98?
law.
I think this
Yeah,
would have worked on a
98.
Saturn.
Those are just declarations, not actual
But
treaties.
I don't think that
Kojima-
would have been a feasible
The
thing at
interesting
the
thing
time.
is that nearly every
think
member
some of
the
it's some
unit
limitations as
conspired
well.
in this attack.
Me and Kojima did work on the Saturn before.
Yeah. I know, like, in comparison, I think the PS1 was a little more powerful than the Saturn.
Sorry, that was Sega CD.
Yeah, the CD is a whole different beast.
How could an entire
point.
unit be
I get
subverted to
CD. I
rebellion?
get games from the
They're
CD
calling it a
and
revolution.
the
Since
Saturn
they all
mixed
went
up
through
all
the
the time.
same gene
I mean, some of those
therapy,
games on the
they
CD
probably
were
felt
also on the
closer than
Saturn,
brothers. They see the
so you're not
unit
too
as
far
their
off on
only
that front. I think some got
family.
ported.
The son's
and
a
cleaned
big
up.
boss.
Hey, Lester, I got a
If they
game
were
for you.
regular army,
You
they
know
must
how
have
we
been
always
interviewed
joke about
periodically by army
how many times did I
counselors.
say
According
darkness
to
in
their
Kingdom
files,
Hearts?
they all got
Yeah,
Count
how
how
many
many times they
times?
say
psychological tests. They all seem like
count
fine,
how many times they say
patriotic
DNA,
soldiers.
But
gene,
they all took
Fox
part in the
die,
uprising?
No,
or nanomachines
several
in
people
this
didn't
game
show
alone,
up on the
Metal
day of
Gear.
the
or Metal
exercise.
Gear in
gonna
this
need a
game
bigger
alone.
bottle.
Supply of troops.
This is gonna be gone in 5
Sign
minutes.
recently that something might be wrong.
There was a report a month ago.
Any
that
of
they
those
acted
words will count.
strangely.
Yeah,
Apparently they
because
can
I know there are
search
very
classified
specific terms they
information
use a
about the soldier
lot.
genes and perform their own gene therapy
I think we're before
experiments.
memes, right?
Do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is
Yes.
almost completely automated.
I
And
think
besides that, they're
honestly,
all geniuses with IQs
I
over
know
180.
everybody clowns on
Even the existence
on
of this
Kingdom
genome
Hearts
is
having
the
a
national
complicated
secret of the highest
story.
order.
But I'll be honest
We've
with
been
you,
hoping
this
to
game's
investigate
story is a
this
lot
thing
more
quietly
complicated
and deal
than
with it
Kingdom.
behind closed
Yeah, well,
doors.
the problem here
Kingdom
is
Hearts-
all the technical detail with it too. So that's not helping, along with the fact that the plot keeps on changing where it is in the timeline, depending on your game. You know, like the
Yeah.
first game not being the first game technically, and the third game being the first game. It's like,
High-tech special
there's a
forces
lot of like
unit
weird
Fox
jumping around you
Hound.
gotta do.
Your
At least with
former
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts, you
Hearts
start
is
with
the
one,
that
you're
I
actually
was
starting in the
commander
first of the series.
An elite
Not really.
group combining
I mean, well,
Birth by
kind of,
Sleep
'cause
and
Birth by Sleep then
expertise.
came out years later and said no to
Every
that.
bit as good as when I was commanding them.
Then you got 2.0 and then like,
O2.
There are 6
Yeah.
units of Foxhound involved in this.
At least if
terrorist
you play the
activity.
games,
Psycho
honestly,
Madness,
if you
this
ever
powerful
play
psychic
any of
abilities.
these games in the series, I
Sniper
think
Wolf, the
it's better to
beautiful and deadly
play them in
sharpshooter.
release order, not
Deep
chronologically order.
Yeah.
master of disguise.
And that's why I usually like doing with a lot of
Vulcan
game
Raven,
series anyways, is
giant and
because
shaman.
a lot of mechanics evolve over time. It'd be weird to play a first canonical game, have much better mechanics, and then go
Gunfighter.
back
Looks like a
to an
lovely bunch
earlier
of
release,
folks.
even though it's further in
Bad
the
will
story
be
and have
meeting
more
under these
jank,
circumstances.
because it's the
And
first in
fire
the series,
in charge of
canonically on
Foxhound
release dates.
Squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Yes.
I'm sure
you're
Kira
the
can
only person
agree
who
with
can
the Kingdom
stand
Hearts
against
saying.
Yeah.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same code name as you.
Tell
So
me
how
what
you
know.
liking the cutscene so far?
He fought
Man, I wonder where the
Gulf
game
War
is.
as a teenager.
Is your brain melting yet?
Did Kojima forget the game?
His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms.
he did.
You
Yeah.
were there too, I believe.
I mean, this is not surprising though, because I know more about Kojima as a developer before even playing these games. He originally wanted to be a movie director, so he wanted to originally make movies. Then he got into games instead.
The Middle East as a sleeper for the
Got
SAS.
cross bombs early. Yes.
Yeah.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence
I mean,
Service?
that's pretty cool.
But
The
he
fact you're
never
able to get
once
that,
showed
so
his
that
face
should
in
make your
Century
playthrough a little bit
House.
easier again.
He was
I did the what was it, the shine spark trick on the boss.
Yeah, if you can get that, it's like a one-shot.
It's not one shot, but
Well, like to the
it
export
takes
is.
in
By
half
the
his
time I
health.
left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly
Yeah, no, like,
classified,
Kojima,
even
I know,
I
wanted
can't
to be
look
a
at
movie
it.
director and then he became a game director instead, but I think from what I
Here's a
remember
photo of
hearing,
him.
that worked out better for him for the most part, because he was able to do more with games.
Pretty
That's why we got
shocking,
things
huh?
like Death Stranding, and I wonder how many
Skin
drugs
tone
I
is
took before I
different,
played
but
that plot.
otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
If you want to talk about hard to follow, I heard that was harder to follow than Metal Gear,
know the
and that's saying
details.
something.
I haven't even played that yet.
So,
I
Don't
just
be
know the
honest.
story gets
that's why we
kooky.
really need you for this mission.
I need to
You're
play
the
it
only one
someday,
who can
but
beat him.
I don't know.
Now that I've
Not
met you,
yet.
I know.
Is the director's
still
cut
trying
even
to beat
out
Metal
yet?
Gear 5.
Something
Or is that
counts.
still, like, not a thing?
I can see it in your eyes.
What?
The director's cut.
Why don't I find
Yeah,
a
it's
copy
out already.
comforting?
Yeah, it came
Okay.
out last year? Like the end of last year?
Well, on
Yeah.
everything is what I wonder, because I know that it was talked about for, like, a PC version, too.
But don't you want to play as Norman Reedus?
Actually, I'm gonna confirm that. Oh, actually, I think that's it for briefings. Death Stranding Director's Cut Steam. Okay, maybe it is out.
I need to
For
borrow
some reason, I
your
wasn't thinking it
scissors.
was.
What are you going to do?
No, it's not.
Don't worry.
I
Just
knew it.
gonna clean myself up a little.
March 30th of 2022. It has not released yet.
I
At
don't
least
want
on
Oh, I
Steam
thought
here.
it did.
Oh, wow.
It has
Yeah.
not. That's why I'm like, is it still not a thing? And I was kind of right. Just
Did it
On
release on
PC.
PS5?
Yeah, it should have been out on PS5 at least.
yeah, we should probably start the game, right? Let's go to extreme. Oh,
Oh, no, no,
great,
no, no.
all right, where's
don't
my
do
memory
extreme.
card? No, I'm not. I'm gonna start with normal. I always like starting a game on normal. Hard, I
Well,
can already
the
see the
reason-
difference. Radar off. I imagine extreme is like everything off or something stupid.
No, you can still have radar and stream. The difference with the stream is if you're spotted once, it's game over.
Ah, okay. So that's your, well, as the lack of better term, extreme mode. Hey, I get it. It's more of a one and done. I've played games like that. I hate them. Let's go to
Dread?
normal.
Dread
If,
mode?
if I
Now,
make
dread
a
mode, at
suggestion-
least you can start over at a checkpoint. I'm thinking of things like, I don't remember what it's called. It's like Doom mode or something with the Doom games, where it's the same deal.
Oh,
You
yeah.
die, you go way back to the beginning of the game.
Did you leave the radar on even during the whatchamacallit? Or did you turn it off on certain points?
I just hit normal. I didn't see any options, so it should just be on.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Oh god, that motion
leave it
blur.
on.
Motion blur for a game that's like, what, 30 frames? Oh boy. PS1, baby. That jank is real.
So here comes Metal Gear Solid Fat number 1. Of like 1,000, by the way. This area here, when Kojima was planning out the design of the area, because this is the first area he worked on in the game, he built it. I don't think it was Legos, but it's some kind of building models of toys. I don't know if it was like Connects or Legos or whatever, but he would do it in his basement and have some of the other game developers come over and look at it and help him plan it. Well, his son wanted to play with them and he wouldn't let him. So he told his mom that
This is
his dad wouldn't
Snake.
let him play with the
Colonel,
toy.
can you hear me?
So she made him
Loud
put
and
it away
clear.
and wouldn't let him work on
What's
it
the
while their son
situation,
was
Snake?
home.
Looks like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
elevator
that
in the
makes
back
sense
is
at
the
that
only way
point, 'cause
up.
you don't want him to
Just as I
do
expected.
something wrong and
You'll have to
destroy the
take
whole
elevator
diorama.
to the surface.
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Before nobody sees you. If
I
you
thought
need
that was
to,
funny, though.
contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button.
Surely there's
When
no
we
way
need to
I
contact
figured it
you,
out.
the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
Are you going
The
to do your
codec's
Pokemon?
receiver directly
Yeah.
stimulates the small
just trying
bones
to
of
get to
your
the same
ear.
point?
Yeah.
No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
So if the codec is a thing that Snake can only hear, does he have it on vibrate mode so when he gets a call, his whole body just shakes? If
You would
only,
think
right?
so.
If only. Yeah, so by default, I got the radar on.
Go down
That's
those
possible.
steps, Lester.
Yeah, I can already see some stuff there. Give me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
So-
need that because I know rations your health in the game. Like that will heal you. Health item.
So there's 3 rations in this area. The one you just got in the bottom left. There's one on the top right and bottom right. But I think on normal you can only hold 2 at a time for right now. So you can only pick up 1 more right now. I think on easy you can get like 4 at a time or something like that.
Okay, so it's more of a limited inventory depending on your difficulty.
Yeah. Also, watch out for the puddles here, because the guards may not be smart in sight, but they're good in hearing.
That kind of makes sense, especially in a dark area. As here's a second ration. Let me think. How do you pull up the menu thing? Okay, it's this one. Good, no item. All those rations, I already ate them. There we go. It's the other one. 2 of 2. So you're right. On normal, it's only 2 rations.
See, don't use the cigarettes. Because smoking bad for you.
I mean, that makes sense. Ooh, nicotine. And then he just collapses.
There's going to be a funny conversation about that coming up. So what you want to do here is you got to wait for the elevator to come down that Liquid went up on. And there's going to be another guard that comes off that elevator.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
depending on how fast you do this, Colonel will say something like, time hasn't slowed you down, or if you wait too long, he'll say something like, what's the matter, you getting too old for this mission? So your best bet is to hide, as stealth, or you can snap the guard's necks if you can get a hold of them. You don't have a gun yet, so you can't shoot. I know, Metal Gear game without a gun?
Yeah, blasphemy.
That guard won't come around that corner, by the way. He'll
Well,
stop
if you don't
there
want
if
to
you-
try, just sit here. Instant victory.
Now, on extreme, they're obviously a lot harder, so...
Yeah, I imagine.
He'll walk
I
ahead
gotta
and
get
you
used to like the weird control of holding this, cause like that the camera angle changes, but your control does not. So that's gonna throw me off for a little bit.
Well, he's walking ahead, that way you don't get caught. There you go.
Hey there, Marley. Thank you for the host. If you're in chat, how you doing?
I'm Marley.
Also, I think the guy probably was a little blind on that one because, like, wait, is that an enemy? He's going up. That'd be fine. Because he was staring right at me.
Like I said, they're not too smart on seeing, but on hearing, they're like, they can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, they're like me without glasses at that point. Can't see you, but I hear you. Colonel must not be tummy thick yet. After all, I won't be able to fit in the vents. And the sound of my booty will be alerting all the guards. Also, as another like preference thing, I am playing this with a fresh file on a memory card. I could have downloaded a like 100% save online just to get like the extra suits and such. Like I know about tuxedo mode and such, but I'd rather just go in completely raw, no save, just playing through normally.
That's the best way to do it.
But you don't want to play as Tuxedo Mask?
Just that means I do nothing, but yet I help everyone.
You never watched Sailor Moon, have you?
I never had an interest, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not really for everyone. It's a show where if you didn't really grow up with it, it'd be hard for me to recommend going back to it now. Because of, I don't know, it needs to grab you. And it doesn't really do the best job with that in the beginning. Couple episodes. It wasn't until later seasons it got a lot better.
It's Snake.
Also, be careful with the music in this game last year. I got copyrighted on my old Let's Play of this, but when I did my stream, I did not for some reason.
It could be the timeline difference, because I think when you originally did this, that was when Konami was more heavy on copyright.
It could be, you're right.
I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your
And
shot,
plus, at
wouldn't
least for
turn
the
into a
VOD sake,
popsicle out
I
there.
swapped over recording multi-track audio for a long time now, so if something's weird in copyright, I can always just get rid of it in
I
post.
see. I'm
On
relieved to
Twitch,
hear
though,
that.
just
Already tested
delete the
that.
VOD. They
By
told me
the
to
way,
delete,
how's
just
the
delete
delivery
everything.
operation going?
Yeah, Kira. I remember that. Yeah, that was AG. They mentioned that at AGDQ this year.
That's actually funny how Casual found this new glitch that saves time and I didn't even know what it meant. That's always some of my favorite finds in the speedrun.
Colonel,
More the
That glitch
accidental
was
ones.
something.
gunship doing here?
That's like if a casual streamer found barrier skip on Wind Waker.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty
thing
much.
that everybody-
I mean, stuff like that has happened before. There have been like casual playthroughs finding these weird glitches I'll post on social media, and then the speedrun scene picks it up like, wait, what? You can do that? And then they look into it. But it's not uncommon.
So now's the time to go get some more popcorn, another refill, because we're going to have another long cutscene thing going on here.
That's not surprising for this series.
I told you, it's like 10% gameplay. You just got off the elevator, now you're going to watch another movie.
There are only 18 hours
Why
left
is this
until
my
your
favorite game
deadline.
again?
You've
Yes.
got to
Oh
hurry.
yeah, because I don't have to play it.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you two yet. This is Mei Ling, She was assigned to us as our visual and
You
data
know what?
processing
Just to be
specialist.
mean,
She designed your codec.
I should
as
have
well as your
suggested
Solon
Lester
radar
play
system.
Portable Ops
Contact
first
her if you have any
on
questions
the original
about either.
Vita.
Oh gosh.
Nice
Oh yeah,
to
like
meet you, Snake.
the
It's an
PSP
honor
game.
to
Dear
speak
God,
to
hand cramps
a living
ensue.
legend like yourself.
That would have been something.
You know,
Yeah,
that
it
was
could be
a-
worse. Could have recommended acid.
I just didn't expect.
It's like
to
now I
that
got
was
more
actually
military
complicated
technology
card
to be
games.
So cute.
I already played Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're just flattering.
I still don't know what's
No,
going
I'm
on.
serious.
What were you
Well, I
gonna
know
say?
I won't be
Oh,
bored
that
for the
was
next
actually my
18
first
hours.
Metal Gear game.
Come
was
on.
Portable Ops.
I'm
I can't
divorcing you.
believe I'm being hit on by the
I'm
famous
sorry, I had PSP at the time.
But
I'm just joking.
surprised.
At least it
You're
wasn't
so
acid.
frank for a
I
giant
mean,
killer.
you were that rare breed. It's like, wait,
Looks like we both have a
PSP?
lot to
What is
learn
this
about each
mythical
other.
thing?
Yeah.
Like, I barely, I saw like
looking forward to
one
learning about the man
PSP in
behind
my
the
youth
myth.
out in the
Like-
wild.
But first,
Everybody
let me
I knew
explain
had
about your
PSP.
Soliton radar
Oh, it's the
system.
exact opposite here. Everyone had DS
Yeah.
and no
The bright
PSPs.
dot in the middle is you.
Another fun fact, her
The red
voice
dots
was
are
not
enemies,
supposed to be
and the
this
blue
way.
cone shape
It was just
represents
supposed to be
their field
normal,
of
but for
vision.
some reason they gave her an
Be careful,
accent.
Snake. The
So,
genome
who
soldiers
knows
have
why?
highly developed senses of
Yeah,
hearing
that's a good
and vision
question.
due
Maybe
to
they
the
just
gene
thought it sounded
therapy.
better.
Make sure you don't let
Maybe.
them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
I want to see if
The
I can
DARPA
actually
chief was
get
injected
Space
with
Jump
the
early
same
now that I got
GPS
crossbones
transmitting
early.
nanomachines as you.
Probably could.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get
All right.
whatever information you can from him about
I want
the
to beat
terrorist.
Dread Mode.
If
You
he's
know,
alive, that is.
this is actually kind of difficult. You have to be patient.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by
And
the
you have
weather,
to pretty much
but if
clear
you're
out all the
discovered by
enemies in a
enemy,
room
you won't be
if
able
you
to
want to
use
like have any
Yes,
chance
it
of
gets you
beating
jammed
it.
easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back
By
you
the
up.
way, you're
so
gonna
call
learn
if
that
you need
Snake
some
is not the
information or
nicest
advice.
person right off.
I'm
Yeah,
also
he
in
has a
charge
lot of
the mission
sarcasm in
data.
his voice. You can
Contact
tell.
me if you want me to
It's
record
probably
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to do the
updates.
mission, but he's just
My frequency
here.
is 140.96.
He's seen a
It's a
lot, let's
dedicated
put it that way.
frequency
He
for
had to
sending
kill not only his
Forget it.
so-called dad, but his best friend as
Remember,
well.
except for
Yeah.
your
Dude has the
binoculars,
right to
you're
be
naked.
upset with the
You need
world.
to arm yourself with whatever weapons you
Wait,
can
except my
find.
binoculars are
I
naked.
remember.
But
First, I'm
I thought I had
strip-searched by
pants
Dr.
on.
Naomi here, and then all my
Not
weapons
that,
are taken
not that
away.
naked
Imagine
Snake.
yourself put in that position.
No, you're also
Now
not
you make
naked
it
Snake.
back in
That,
one piece, maybe I'll let you do
Stop
a strip
overcomplicating
search
it.
on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
It's only kind of
In my
difficult.
stomach.
Okay, oh man,
Thanks to
confirmed
the
not
shot
hard
you
enough
gave
for
me to
Matt.
suppress my stomach
Yeah, really,
acids.
man. When's
Cigarettes.
when's the
How is
not?
this going to help you?
When's
never
Dread
know.
Mode speedruns? There's a true difficulty. Going fast.
I shouldn't say that because I've played Metroid all my life, so I've kind of got an unfair bias.
If you
The
wanna get
biggest
in,
thing with this
there's
kind of
the
game is
front
the
door.
checkpoint thing. If you didn't have checkpoints, it'd be impossible.
Yeah.
Fast
Even
as
speedrunners
they
hate
did
this
have
mini
checkpoints,
mode because
I'd
how
be
stupid
kinda
it is.
spotted by the enemy.
I can't just.
I'd
knock
get
on the
war
door and ask them
flashbacks
to
of
let me in.
15% mode.
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
When I was a kid, I didn't know the terms for like certain weapons. So when they said pineapples, I
What about
literally
the
thought they were
air duct near
carrying
the door?
carrying pineapples.
Yeah. Man, they're armed with some
There should also
rifles
be a
and
duct on the
fruit.
second
Oh
floor.
no. Just throws a pineapple and Snake.
I was
Round
a
'em!
stupid kid.
Oh, the pineapple didn't work.
I can't see
Maybe
it
the
from
bullets
here.
will.
Dude, I'd be more afraid of someone throwing
I'll
a
let you
pineapple at
decide the
me.
best COA.
Those
I'm
things
counting
hurt.
on you, Snake.
I mean, yeah, they're hard and spiky. Oh, pff, it's already started. Yep, it's already starting. Remember, circle, confirm. Japanese.
What is it, Snake?
I'm lonely.
After you save, she's gonna tell you a quote and explain it every time. Thankfully, it's not a 10-minute cutscene.
Snake,
It's literally
remember
just
what
like
the
2
girl
minutes.
said. The
So.
graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful.
What a
and
god
avoid
gamer.
getting
I wish
into
I
a
was
fight
that good.
whenever you
I
can.
know, it was a weird flex. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
You
do
know all
that.
sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, Well, I'll think about it.
Snake,
Well,
you're in the middle of a mission. No booty calls.
Do you want to go the top route or the bottom route?
I mean, I don't know which one would be safer right now. Let's get a good surrounding here. Get up above. Play that guy is blind. In some ways, the bottom route looks slightly easier.
Okay. I'll see how you handle this before I jump in. Because technically you're right. The bottom route is easier. Also, if you end up staying in this area for a little while when you call Colonel, he'll tell you, it's like, you kind of need to hurry because we just got a call from Liquid saying he just shot down our 2 planes we sent out for a distraction and he's coming back, so you might want to get inside.
You can get over if you stay up there too long.
No, I've literally stayed out here for like hours and nothing happened. I wanted to see Liquid.
Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. He went in a circle. Now he's gone. Man, these guys are not bright. Like at all.
Did he say whose footprints? That's the best line in the game, by the way. Whose footprints are these?
Hey. Do you know what your friend did? Oh no, this one actually thinks.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Not alerted.
I could have swore a guy punched me. I don't know what button is the snap next, so I just used the punch button.
I think it's square. You have to like...
Oh yeah, he's like putting out his arms. It was slightly when I hit square.
Yeah. Also, it's best to keep your rations equipped at all times. You can scroll to them and then hit the button again, or let go of the button. There you go.
Use their pressing one menu. Oh yeah, I can see how that'd be easy enough.
If you have them equipped and you hit 0 health, it'll automatically use one.
Take a nap.
Yeah, space jump early. Yeah.
Since when did space jump become Metal Gear?
Sorry.
I want Snake to have space jump. That'd be awesome.
Well, screw the stealth session. Jump, 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 jump. It just goes up in the air. I mean, with glitches probably.
Whose footprints are these?
Oh yeah, one of them just did the footprint comment. Whose footprints? I don't know. Jim. That's right, you fell for it.
You got the cell phone.
Hi, I'm Jim.
There you go, in that vent. No, not that vent. That's not an open vent.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Hang on, I'm just taking a nap.
I think if you hit the crawl button, Snake will dump down. There you go.
Yeah, you gotta hold it, I think. Oh no, you can just tap it. There we go.
And you can also knock on the wall to distract them by hitting circle while you're leaned up against it.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. This guy had no idea what the heck that was still. I was like, who's there?
Yeah.
It's outside.
So come investigate.
Like, no, it's inside, genius.
That's really only good if you can lure them away. If you're not in an area where, you know, they're surrounding you, obviously.
Okay, maybe they have vision. Snake's not here. That's gonna hurt, isn't it? Yeah.
if you hit your other menu, you can pull out your gun.
That's fine. I expect some of those, because if I try to do true stealth, I actually just kind of don't care and go back to the beginning of the sections. That's why I also save when I can. I have a bad habit when I play stealth games where I will try to actually do the stealth, like, first try, and if I don't, alright, first try becomes 20th try.
Yeah.
Bad habit.
Surveillance camera?
Sleeping gym. There you go.
Don't mind me. Excuse me. I got a phone call. Oh, I missed it. Hopefully they leave voicemail. Hey, Zero, how you doing? This is Big Boss round. No, because this is my first playthrough. So I'm just kind of playing the game.
So, because you chose the bottom path, you're gonna miss one cutscene, but all the cutscene was is two guards talking about like somebody killing a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guards, and they can't figure out who it is, and then they talk about a woman in the cell, and that's supposed to be a hint of who you're looking for.
Yeah, I get you. Also, Zero, watch the tone. I don't appreciate that. Like, don't suck. That's kind of mean. So please watch it. That's a warning. I don't announce MM's being added to Switch Online the 25th. Alright, so we got a date for that. Only when they were going to announce a date, because it's like past halfway.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a
So Master Miller, he is
for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement.
an
just
old
like you.
dude. Let me put it
Once
that
in a
way.
while,
He's
I
like
still help
70.
train the
But,
Alaskan Scouts.
Passing
Definitely
He's
doesn't look
basically
like it in that portrait.
I know.
Campbell told me
Yeah,
about the
I'm
situation here. I thought I
He's
might be of
basically
some use.
Snake's mentor.
There's no one I'd rather
So-
have in a foxhole than you.
Everything
Well,
Snake learned
I
about
know
fighting,
about
he learned from
survival in
Miller.
a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice.
That's cool about Majora's
Don't
Mask
worry,
coming though.
they can't hurt
I was
you.
wondering when it was going to.
Wild field
Yeah,
mice
that
don't
means
have
they
a
might
thick
have
layer of
another
fat, but they can
patch
still
for
survive the bitter
fixing
winters here
some of the
without
emulator
hibernating.
bugs, because the
They
last
dig
time they had a
tunnels
game,
under the
they fixed
snow.
up some of the issues with
That's where they
Ocarina.
stay warm.
Apparently, you know that
Survival
water
specialists
texture
out.
issue in
I should
the
learn from
water
them.
temple?
But there's a dark side,
Apparently,
too.
the water there,
Sometimes
people thought it was an
the
emulation
males will
bug. It
kill
was a
and
rock
eat
texture
offspring that's
stretched
not their
out.
own.
Well, that was a
ensure the
rock you were
survival
seeing in
of
the
their
water.
own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant
The
program,
dumbest
huh?
thing.
If
Well, this is
there
why
were
we
That's
don't
what emulators
stay.
screw up on.
there must be an
It's like,
exit
apparently
somewhere.
emulators don't know how to
Follow
render
the
a
mice.
rock.
It's crazy. Don't worry, you won't drown as long as you keep going.
Yeah, as I say, it just doesn't look like it's long enough to drown. But if you stop,
I made
maybe.
a mistake the first couple times I played this game and forgot about that. I was like, why is Snake drowning?
Hey, where did my oxygen go? Snake, you're in water.
What's water?
Snake, hang up the codec and start moving.
But I wanted to order pizza.
You said that way, I'm going this way first. Okay, that's a foot. I'll follow the mice. If the game tells me to go one way, I go somewhere else. Could be cookies. Brain that way.
It is good to explore. That is a good method to have in this game.
I mean, that's good in like any game, not just this one too.
Because
Hey,
there
Ethan, how
will be
you
some
doing?
items.
Use the
Hey,
elevator to change
Ethan.
floors.
There will be
cargo
items in
elevator
this
that
game
you can take down
and they don't
somewhere around there.
say about,
Try to
and the
find
only
it.
way you're going to find them is if you explore. Some of them are key items, so you gotta go eat dinner in a few. That's fine. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I mean, always appreciate that.
Hopefully you
I wish I
can
could
come
send
back
you
and
weapons
join
to
the
this
Metal
code
Gear
instead of
Madness.
just data.
I mean, the fun time.
Nice. I'm starting to feel like a thief already.
It might be madness for Lester.
Rifling
Let
through
me put
fallen
it that
enemies'
way.
pockets.
But you have no choice.
Hey,
Snake.
last week we already spent the whole
But I
stream
think I'm
watching
starting to
stuff, so it's
develop
nothing new.
kleptomania. I just keep
We
putting
could watch
things in
MasterChef next. The
Oh
Twitch
my
meta's
god,
dumb.
Lester.
Twitch meta is so dumb.
So, Discard. A lot of people on extreme mode hate Discard.
I can kind of see why he's in the
Um,
middle of the room, which doesn't help.
Yeah. My favorite method is to crawl under the tanks and wait until he's behind you on like the bottom portion on the map and then run for the elevator. But that isn't always the easiest thing to do for obvious reasons, so
Snake, that is not a place to crouch. The camera. look
actually
at the
no,
butt.
that is there you go, you figured it out.
That's what I wanted to actually do. I mean, that's what you do with cameras. I don't know why you point his booty at the camera. Snake, get up.
I think they might have fixed Mario Kart 64 on Switch Online a little bit.
What was
I'm
wrong with
playing it
that?
right now.
Because the only thing I knew that was wrong with that is the online, but that's with every single game at that point.
Well, when I last played it, I was having a lot of trouble with just the steering in general. I can't remember if that was just general game or not, but it was really bad for me.
It was a sensitivity bug then, which is not surprising.
Yeah.
They probably had to tweak the sensitivity of the sticks.
But now it's running just fine. So you found the thermal goggles.
Oh, good. We can play in red mode. Turn that off. I kind of like actually being able to see my detail in games. I played enough the Batman games. I don't need to see one color. That's not until you know, we actually need to. Where's my laser pointer? That's the one thing that would just destroy these cameras. Oh, hi. That's why I should have packed my laser pointer.
Will cigarettes do? Can you throw them at them?
Just throw a cigarette butt at it. Hopefully it burns the lens.
It might think it's a laser.
No, it's a real thing. If you point a laser beam at a camera, it just gets messed up.
Oh
That
yeah.
is a real thing.
You can't go any of these doors yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can tell they're all locked, and based on how it's set up, I probably need a card.
That's the elevator that you need.
Oh, hi.
See why this car is annoying?
Oh yeah, again, he's in the center of the room. That does not help things.
Oh yeah, I forgot on normal mode too. They don't stay down as long.
Yeah, they're only down for like maybe 2 seconds at most, what it seems like.
On easy and very easy, they're down for practically until you leave the area, it feels like.
It's very easy and unlockable because that was not on our menu to start. It was just
On,
easy, normal, and hard.
On Twin Snakes it is.
Okay, that makes sense then. It was an extra difficulty add to the re-release.
Yeah. But easy mode on this one is obviously enough because, like I said, these cars are nothing on easy mode. There you go. You learned the trick.
Yeah, they don't stay down at all when you flip them. Hey, what was that? Like, a man flipping you.
I'm so glad you're playing this game. I've waited for years for you to play this game.
I didn't even hit this one.
What is it, Snake?
Sure, I can say my thermal goggle. I meant to go to the other channel. Am I saving a new file every time? I'm gonna have like 10 different files by the end if I keep on doing that.
Would I recommend Metal Gear Solid on 3DS?
I guess you mean MGS3 because that's the only one I know of on 3DS.
If you don't have a PS2 for the original Metal Gear Solid 3 or the, what is it called? I can never say the word. The Subsistence version or whatever it's called. Or if you don't have a PS3 or Xbox 360 that has the HD collection, or even like the, I call it the Master collection because it comes with 1 and 4 then too. Yeah, 3DS is fine, but I would prefer telling people to get either like the PS3 version or the Xbox 3 version even. I like the original, but I think the best version is the PS3 one, myself.
Well, the HD version in general, yeah. It fixes all the lag in the game, because the game had a lot of slowdown.
Yeah. I like the 3DS version. I played a little bit of it. I obviously own it too. The only thing I don't like about the 3DS version is the frame rate's kind of bad.
Yeah, I heard that the 3DS version is considered the worst because it has a really bad frame rate. It's like 10 to 15.
Yeah.
It's really bad. So if you don't mind low frame rates, then that should be fine.
Imagine if, like, Ocarina of Time was supposed to be, in general, just a 5 frame rate game, and then you play Metal Gear Solid 3 on 3DS and it's the same. That I mean, that's probably not a good comparison, but that's the best way I could think of it.
It makes sense, yeah. It's like if you have access to the other versions of it, it's probably better. If you only have a 3DS, then I would say probably that, just from what I've heard.
Yeah. I wish they would do another remaster of it and bring it into the next gen systems like PS5 and Xbox One.
I mean, they might, because there's talks about a remake of the first game still, and that's been talked about for over a year.
Oh, that's always been talked about, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
But my wish is to see another remastered version of all the games and then include like a whole collection of it. I did that with Kingdom Hearts. I wouldn't pay $70 for them, but
they did do that here on the PS3 with the Legacy Collection things that had all the games up to the current one at the time, which I believe was the Peace Walker HD version. So it had all the canonical games at that point.
It had that. It had that too, I think.
Yeah, it has Peace Walker in here. It does.
I don't think it had Ground Zeroes and 5 for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that was beforehand.
Yeah.
I did not see that ladder there the first time. It blended in because old technology, man.
Oh, you're going back into the vents. This is the top layer you would have gone on if you chose to go up.
Oh, I had no idea how to activate the elevator. I thought that was the way to go.
Yeah, the elevator is what you want. But you can explore in here and see what you missed if you wanted to.
Yeah, why not? We're already here, I guess.
But yeah, Ethan, I know you went on break, but I'll say this again when you come back. It would be better to look into the Xbox 360 collection first.
Yeah,
actually, that might
it's backwards compatible on the Xbox systems as a whole now. It's like it's all in the Xbox One family and the Series family, so you don't even need a 360 for it too. You can get any Xbox to get the collections.
I think we did on ours digitally, but we got it on there. I think the Xbox version runs better than the PS3 version anyways.
Well, yeah, because it fixes up the frame rate with the emulation quality.
Oh, here's that cutscene you would have missed.
About to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
That's right, Ventriloquist.
There's an intruder.
I would recommend the 3DS version for anybody who doesn't own any other version and just wants to play the game. That's completely fine too.
Say he's using stealth too.
Stealth?
Especially now with Wii U and 3DS shutting down next year, you might want to grab it
I
soon.
want you to increase the
Yeah,
security
because you won't be
detail
able to
on the
really find a physical copy for a decent deal. And payment options stop in like 2 months. Dude, you know things are bad if even like big names in the industry are coming out and calling out Nintendo for shutting down the storefront. Like, guys, stop. We kind of lose everything on here.
Oh my god. Who's calling out who?
Well, I know the video game preservation. Twitter called out Nintendo for that today.
Oh. Well, they
Which
can
that
get
makes a
over-
lot of sense when you think about it.
You have your 2 cents on this topic?
I mean,
I
they
heard
honestly
about
shouldn't be
games.
shutting down 3DS Wii U eShop
I don't think
when there's
that
so many games on it.
I think Nintendo needs to fix their eShop, like how Xbox did, to make it so it's all one storefront, so they don't have to shut it down, because that would have been a lot better. I don't know anything about interfaces or any of that stuff, so I'm probably talking out of my butt.
Well, the problem
But-
is for a company like Nintendo to do it, it's like, you guys have money to run the servers. We know this for a fact with your annual earnings being reported every year. We know you can afford to keep a server open.
I get
So
it.
that's really just a bad business move in my opinion at that
I
point.
don't like it.
So hey, Allison, how you doing?
Hi, Allison.
Hey,
You're
Allison. But I think it's stupid. Same thing, same kind of how deal when Sony tried to shut down the PS3 servers. I think it's dumb.
Yeah,
Why-
didn't really work for them either.
There are people still there that need to buy stuff, and
Well, there's games that haven't been re-released off the service too. It's not just the retro stuff; it's more modern stuff too.
Some of those games you cannot find without paying an arm and a leg for, so...
And there are some digital-only games that will go lost to time. So
Yeah.
there are going to be certain games that never got a release on any other system, and it's just gone. But yeah, the biggest reason I would think why Nintendo's shutting down the servers is all it costs, because of the server maintenance. They just don't want to keep it up anymore. And we all know because of that, the online servers for those games are next. Because it's only a matter of time they're shutting down. It's weird to see them shut down the storefront before the online servers of the games. Because it was the exact opposite with DS and Wii. So I don't understand that one, but I guess if you want to play your games online, you can do that. Just good luck trying to buy them. Also, it's so great, Pokemon Bank's going to be free after the shutdown. How do I download it? Oh, wait. Like, if you don't have that downloaded, it'll just be gone. So, it doesn't matter if it's free.
I mean, I'm gonna try to buy up most of the stuff on my wish list within. I know that they're gonna take the credit card option away in May, I think.
Yeah, like by the end of May, you won't be able to add credit cards to the system.
But you know, I'm gonna try to get most of my wish list taken care of. But you know, when the service does take down, I'm probably gonna mod my Wii U at that.
Did you need to call us for that one? Press a button.
What did you say?
No. Press the action button to go down. It's like, no, there's a box
yeah.
here. Make one box. I mean,
That
it is a
is
security
never
risk out there. It's stuff in this age gear. It makes some sense on that front too. But the problem is no one else is doing something like this. And if they keep the back end updated, it won't matter for the systems. They've already had to kind of pull some other stuff. Like 3DS Netflix, for example, had to get pulled because that was a major security flaw and they had to shut it down. Those, certain things like that make sense.
With his nanomachine transmitter,
I don't know. There's like not a lot of mixed feelings. When you can't get the stuff elsewhere, it's a preservation issue. Yep, I've been making multiple saves. Pick a save and stick to it. I guess we go with this one. And encouraging modding. And in a way, it kind of does at the end of the day. Because if you can't buy these games, and you can't download the stuff you already bought, you're not harming anyone now. They screwed up. So you should be able to get the things you legally own. It's just you have to go through other means to do it. It's so stupid at the end of the day. It causes a world of issues.
Oh, the whole issue's dumb, and I don't like it.
Yeah. The fact you need to mod your system to get the stuff you legally bought is now really stupid. Because if you accidentally have a issue with your system, like you delete it, or it has like a hard drive corruption or something, now those things you legally own are gone, and you can't get them back.
Yeah.
The
So there's a whole
only
world
thing
of
that
issues.
the thing that bothers me too about this whole ordeal, and it's nothing to do with the store being shut down, is the fact that you had all these people. I'm not trying to generalize everybody that did this, but you have all these people that were wishing death on the 3DS and Wii U when the Switch was announced, saying Nintendo should just leave those to die.
Oh, that's a whole different problem there. That's some people being two-faced.
And then now that they're shutting down the servers, they're just like, why are you doing that? Why like the system? I'm just like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy.
They will try though.
Yeah.
They will try.
Also, before we go, oh wait, hang on. Maybe this will tell me. I was gonna say before we go any further, how do we activate the elevator? Because I don't want to be anymore. Yes, I know, Colonel. Where's the on button?
To call the elevator,
circle
press
button.
the button on the
Yeah,
nearby control
Kira,
panel
that's exactly
by
right.
pressing
I
the
agree with
action
you on
button.
that.
The elevator
It's just a
can
bunch
show
of
up in
people
no
thinking
time.
they're trying to show that they care about the Wii U when they never cared about it in
Okay.
the first place.
Yeah, that yellow light thing. There you go.
Okay,
If
6
you hit
presses
it twice,
later.
you'll call it fast. If you hit it twice, you'll make it come up faster. I mean, when you're opening the elevator.
Man,
There you go.
accessing the elevator itself is a little jank.
I mean, it is PS1 game.
Yeah, I may be saying that a lot, but to be fair, that happens with a lot of these earlier games. I'm not surprised.
Are you playing this on the PS3 version, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm playing PS3 specifically. That's the version
Oh,
I
boy.
own.
Okay.
To be fair, from what I heard, this is probably one of the easier ways to play it now because of the
Look at the
2-disc
radar.
system.
It's picking up
I just
the
press a
call.
button
The only
and swap
problem
discs.
with the
Hurry,
emulation in
rescue him.
PS3, and I found this out when I streamed this game and tried to record it. There's a part later on in the game where you can't use an item that you need to use. And I have never been able to use it on this version.
So it's a bug probably with the emulator at that point. Because
Yeah.
technically all these games are being emulated, and it's a pretty accurate emulator in a lot of ways, but there are certain games that are kind of bugged.
I hate it.
Yeah, I could have technically tried to play this
Snake,
off of like
if you wanna
a
go
modded
up or
PS2,
down
like
ladder,
burned
just
copies of the
press
game because I
the
don't have a
action
physical of
button
this,
by
so I
the
could
ladder.
be doing things different. But
Or, you know,
it's more of a pain to do something like
version.
that, especially with multi-discs.
Or, you know, PC version.
Yeah, because technically there is a PC version of this, which it's pretty much all the same as this. It's just, you know, you can use mods to fix some stuff up and clean up the graphics.
But you gotta download Windows 98 for it.
Oh, that's how I get my ray tracing. Oh, I guess I can't look down. I was wanting to look down.
You do your Pokemon stuff.
Oh, did you see Majora's Mask coming out soon?
Yeah. Kira mentioned that in chat while you were gone.
Oh.
First time playing was on PC, but never finished it. Heard it was very buggy, so maybe a good thing didn't finish. I heard that at least the first 2 Metal Gear Solid games on PC were very bugged. I know like there was a huge modding scene for the second game that actually just fixed it up to a point where it's playable now. And it's considered the best version with the mods.
The DARPA chief signal is
So
coming
what
from
version
somewhere
of
in that
Windows you
area.
played on?
Isn't there some
I
place to drop
say
down?
98, but
Take a look around
literally
the
I'm not
first-person
joking.
view
You
mode.
literally have to play it on Windows 98 for it to run perfectly. Unless you're a speedrunner who does all the mods.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, Lester, why aren't you playing the PSP TV version?
I mean, that's literally just this.
I know, I'm just joking.
I could have actually done that, but I like simplicity in my setups.
It was Windows 7, Allison said.
Who's that?
Well,
That
should've
yeah, that
worked
could
now.
explain issues then.
I know when I played it on PC, that's
I'm here to
back
save
in
you.
like
You're the
2000
Donald
when I had
Anderson, right?
98 still.
You here to save
I
me,
didn't
huh?
upgrade to
What's your outfit?
2000,
I'm the
Windows
pawn they
2000
sent
or
here
anything
to
like
save
that. I
your
just stuck
worthless
on 98,
body.
so that's probably why I didn't have problems with it back then.
Really?
I was trying to think, it was like XP didn't come out until like 2002, 2003, so it wouldn't have been then.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
You don't
kind of
look
later
like one of them.
at that point.
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information
Yeah, found
about the
the
terrorists.
chief.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands,
How far
they'll
did you
launch
get
a
in the
nuclear
game,
weapon.
Allison?
Sweet Jesus.
Is it
Just
possible?
out of curiosity.
They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads.
But
They shouldn't have
time to
access
go get
to
your
a missile.
popcorn.
Yeah,
I'm
more
about to
cutscenes.
tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle
The one
tank.
thing that has aged in this version specifically is the fact they didn't animate their mouths, because it's like the same effect they get from like GoldenEye or Perfect Dark, but they're bobbing their heads up and down like a bobblehead. That's like what throws me off the most.
You
Sniper
knew?
Wolf, Murray
Metal Gear is one of the
on the
most
floor.
secret black
Oh,
projects.
okay, I know what you're talking about.
How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you're here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a
That's not Metal
godforsaken
Gear, that's
place
just
like
Rex.
this?
But
I had heard the Metal Gear project.
Oh yeah,
was
a
scrapped.
common enemy. Slice it with a sword. That's my experience with
It's
these
grown
things.
into a huge joint project between
They also
Can't do
move
that
like a
here.
cow for some reason. I'm
We were going to use
still
this
needing an explanation
exercise
there.
as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution.
time for popcorn.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex.
Hey, who are you talking
These
to?
guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Why you maybe should have whispered.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Your favorite Metal Gear Solid movie is 4.
Yeah.
I thought that all nuclear warheads
Four is
were
good.
such safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course.
No,
There is
no,
a
we don't
PAL.
mean PAL. The game would
It's
run
set
like
up so
butt
that
in
you
our
need to
current
input
area.
two
It would
different
look
passwords
worse.
in
Oh
order
no,
to
not
launch the
that
device.
PAL. Okay.
There are 2 passwords.
So sorry, Marley.
Baker knows
Yeah.
one, and I know
We're
one.
so sorry you got
Baker.
10 less frames.
President of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked.
What was your password?
Psycho
Password.
Mantis can read people's minds.
Of course that
Zero.
figured that one out.
Resist.
Psycho Mantis.
0000000.
Oh no, the new code's out there.
He has psychic powers.
I mean, it is a new
This is
game.
bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
And what's Baker's password?
Yes, they'll be able to launch
Baker.
a nuke anytime.
Ah,
But
you did the
there
name
is a
one.
way to stop the launch.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys.
No, I
They were
love how
designed by
passwords
Armstrong,
is like
the
don't
system
use your real
developers as an
name or
emergency
something really
override.
personal,
Even
and
without
people
the
use their real
passwords, you
name.
can just
You
access
still
the
never
card
figured
keys
that out.
and
I know,
engage the
right?
Safety lock.
And if I do that,
So Lester, your password is SG, right?
Oh no, you found it out. All the accounts are compromised.
That card key.
so
Oh, I'm
where
sorry,
are the keys?
SG64. I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh no,
Baker's
even
password.
worse.
Listen,
New
you
launch
need
coach is
3
nuke.
card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in.
That would be
You need to
horrible.
insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement.
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Password was
Any other
password.
clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with
I don't know
the body's
why
own
they would
electric-
throw this guy in a jail cell, but then let him keep his
Personal
ID
area
card.
network, huh?
That just seems a little
It
stupid.
transmits data using the salts in your body.
Gotta
as
know
the
who he
transmission
is.
medium.
I mean,
As you approach
that's
the
like
door's
being
security
arrested and they give
devices,
you your social
they'll read
security
the
card in
data
jail.
signals.
I don't think you need it in jail.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
I might want to put two-factor authentication.
Yeah, exactly. In order to launch the nuke, we sent you a text message. Please give us the code in the text.
Terrorist demands.
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
Oh, here it comes.
What
You
is
said
it?
the bad word. Saying Pentagon gives you a heart attack.
Man, what's that? Cardiac arrest.
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me? Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level
Snake.
red. You need the
Have you heard of the
highest
show
security
called
clearance
Death
to
Note?
get
Ah,
access to the
come
complete
on. I
file.
thought that was not
You
real.
want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file? I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Someone's having fun outside. Now let me out. I need a bathroom break. And this toilet's out of order. Don't mind the hand. That was part of the room.
Did you check under the bed? Never mind.
Oh, I didn't notice something on the bed. No, I could probably go back.
Yeah, you'll be able to explore this area after this.
Oh, goody.
Alright,
goody.
Lester. You need to learn
That is
how
right.
to
This
shoot.
game, I think, is 10. What is it? Technically
So you
M
killed the chief,
or T?
You bastard.
M.
M.
M. I knew I forgot to
Liquid?
flash up something at the beginning of the stream. Oh yeah,
No,
by the way, rated
You're
M.
not.
Your discretion
Don't
advised.
move.
There's booty on the floor.
Is this the
Alright,
first time?
sure,
you ever
time to learn how to
plunged into a
shoot.
person?
Censored
Your
booty.
hands are shaking.
What's good about this cutscene that I find
Can
interesting
you shoot,
is
rookie?
if you
Careful.
don't pick up the
I'm no
gun in
rookie.
the truck,
Liar.
Snake will just take
That
hers.
nervous glance.
That makes sense at that
That
point because
scared
he's
look in your eyes.
unarmed, so he
Your
makes it
rookie's eyes if I ever
not
saw them.
unarmed
You've never
anymore.
shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
She is a rookie,
Taking the
so
safety off,
Yeah.
rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take a knee for first.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
What are you waiting for? Shoot. What?
Telling
The
you,
air?
Shoot!
At least you learn how to take the safety off. Wait, where the mines come from? I couldn't even see. Thank PS1 graphics. Just walk into a minefield without even knowing they're there.
actually the guard from out the door threw him. He just hid behind the door.
I just couldn't see them.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Trust me, hitting the mine was the perfect distraction.
Okay. Lester, how do you feel about guys floating in the middle of the air?
You've killed him.
I mean,
I'm sorry, sir.
I played Ubisoft games. I know what to expect.
Well, there's an actual reason for this.
You'll never get that detonation code.
Ubisoft.
Oh, I guess Matthew told me that they announced today they are still planning on releasing Skull and Bones, and it could be coming out either this year or next.
I mean, they've had plans for a while on that still, but it's been very silent because that's a lot of trouble development. In terms of the contract, that studio was forced to finish it. Like, they could not abandon the project because they had too many investors.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to, like, announce, like, yeah, it's going to come out because they need it to come out.
Oh, Mantis is an interesting character.
I think the nanomachines are already getting to me. I'm seeing people.
Naomi,
I knew I
just
shouldn't let
had
her
some
give me
kind
that
of
shot.
hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
Yeah, see, even he's thinking it.
The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been
Naomi,
psychometric
who was that
interference coming
person?
from Psychomantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I'm not going that way. I want to go back to that jail cell. Oh, actually, it's in the other room, so I gotta go in there. Gone. Where's the door? It's not.
Right there. That's it.
Open.
You gotta pull out, and your last item, and you gotta
Oh,
pull
that's
out.
right. They're items for some reason in this series. You gotta have them equipped. I know about that, Shank. That's pretty infamous. Like, every early Metal Gear game kind of did stuff like this. Oh. Well, convenient. I already used some rations beforehand, so just give me a new one.
There you go. I think Meryl had something in her room too.
Yeah, might as well check it out. Hopefully it's bullets. I got 4.
There's also a downward area past the naked guy.
Yeah, nothing else here.
By the way, that guard she knocked out, poor guy there, his name's Johnny. He plays a major role in Metal Gear Solid 4, but this is where you technically meet him.
Good first introduction. Naked.
We'll be seeing him again later in this game.
Hopefully with pants.
Oh yeah, but the poor guy will be sick because, you know, he's naked in Alaska for some reason.
Yeah, that's about right. Kind of what happens when you go outside without pants.
Yeah.
It looks like pretty much everything else in here.
Also, you remember those old, huge monitors we had to use back in like '95?
Yeah. Classic. Big old CRTs. The laptop is like half the size of the dang CRT itself.
I love memories like that. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't open the lockers, and in Twin Snakes, you can, though.
Yeah, because it's based off of MGS2, and they allowed you to do it starting in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, this is the annoying part about this game, is remember, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta have the key card out.
Yeah, because again, you need it equipped just to actually use it, which is a little unorthodox by today's standards.
It's a level 6, you won't
Yeah,
be
that's
getting there
why.
for a while.
Actually, if anything, I should probably call the elevator, but I think I'll probably end up calling real quick to save, and then we'll take a quick break. It'll give me time to refill and probably get me a 5-course dinner for the next cutscene.
Yeah.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, nought's had, all spent, what our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Basically, it's like, hey, Snake, don't go for the booty. That will kill you. So get you swooty, death for the booty. On that note, gonna take a break. Matt, don't ask. We're gonna go ahead, just again, take a little bit of an intermission here so I can get up stretched, get me some more water and all that. So I'm going to do that. When we come back, we'll go ahead and continue on here and get out of these cells. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I almost missed the button. We're back. Actually, unmuted. I was like, and I just noticed, the unmute button wasn't hit yet. All right, we're back. We'll go ahead and jump back into the game and figure out how do elevators work again.
How does game work again?
All right, so now we're done here. I imagine we go to the basement too. What the heck is this? That's probably just a close button. Going to B2. Well, don't stand still for too long, apparently. Can't really see that in these kind of graphics. Okay, so C4. Definitely want to just grab as many resources as we can. Hopefully we won't need a lot of it, but it helps just to have it. 5. 3. I know based on that last cutscene we watched, we're looking for a wall here that looks completely different in color. That'll lead us to our next area. Now we can blow it up because we got grenades. Did see a door. What was that? 4. Okay. It's kind of weird with the top-down perspective of this. You have to really pay attention, but just keep on flip-flopping the first person.
Uh-oh. You're cutting in and out. Let's try my end.
Yeah, you did that earlier, so I think the connection's still probably hit or miss. Because we haven't really dropped a frame on the side. And actually do the knock on wood thing. Every time I talk, I feel like I jinxed it, but I do feel like I did figure out another networking bug on my side, and it was all relating to my switches. My Nintendo switches, to be specific. I had a value set too high, and it was causing weird hiccups with everything. Setting back the defaults fixed everything, so. As a heads up, technical level, if your MTU settings on the Switch are set too high, which mine were set to 1500, it causes issues. I'd set it back to default. And now it's fine. Yeah, that didn't work.
You gotta get really close to it.
I was literally on the wall with the grenade. That's why I'm like, what? Hang on. Stop doing that. There you go. It's like halfway in the wall. That should work.
No. You don't throw it. You plant. Okay.
I need C4 instead. You know, any explosive would blow up a wall. But I guess not really.
No, you need to use C4. That's what they want you to use.
Because a grenade won't work. Several questions. Why they gave us a C4, I'm not surprised. Look back. Imagine we need more C4. Okay, maybe not. Which one is it? Colored? This one.
There's
the
three.
discoloration does not look like this, by the way, on my screen. It does not look like it's that different.
How many C4 have you got? You got one left?
One left.
Okay. You should have enough to get through all 3 walls then. Because there's 3 walls you gotta go through.
Let me go find more C4 real quick, though, because there's 2 walls, and I want both. I think I might have another one left over here. I think I saw, like, one in a container, but it might have been something else. Find out. Okay, those are bullets, but what about the other room? I remember the level 1 room had stuff. I don't think there's any left. Oh, no, they restock. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the armory. It does restock. How's
it restocking so fast? Nano machines, because I don't know. There's no explanation. Anything you can think of, just from what I heard, just submit that, and it works.
Yeah.
Okay, put that there. There. The hell, I'll dodge. Okay, I guess we found the way to go. I wasn't sure which. It was a 50-50.
Fun fact, in the Twin Snakes version, when you find Baker there, you can aim in first-person view, and you can just kill him if you wanted to. It'd be a game over.
Unintentional right there because of the change in the mechanics, but at least they thought of it. Because if you could do that in the original game, that would probably bug things out.
I think there's a mod that will allow you to do that too. But of course, that's a mod. So.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
I would love to see a blooper this where he does that, and then it's aimed at him and he pulls the trigger by accident. Because you know that's a blooper in a lot of films.
Now we'll see if
It just
the
happens.
man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
This fight's gonna be interesting.
6 bullets, more than enough.
I want to
to
see
kill
how you do
anything
on
that
it.
moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw! Draw! Hiding one. I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber.
Okay, the most distracting part of the fight is this guy's moaning in the center of the arena.
Yep.
How are we doing?
Not well, I see.
Don't you want to settle this?
I definitely can tell he does not let you get close enough. I was just wanting to tackle.
I wish you could.
Yeah, that would make things easier.
But you be the smell of your own death.
That's some good gun physics you got there. Too bad I can't do it.
That's how he's shooting off the wall, though, and ricocheting it onto you.
It's impressive because, again, that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. That's Revolver for you.
Oh god. Baker, you may recover up. I didn't mean to throw that far. I was trying to throw this side to him to walk into. I had no bullets.
Oh my god, Lester.
That's worse than C4. Snake. On the plus side, we'll be able to find out what's behind door number 2 now. Oh, okay, that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Give me a freebie. Okay, this is not fine. This is worse. just be more careful with this aim. Oh god, I don't like how the first person, like, you jump up. I mean, it's natural reaction, but oh god, that's Nazi. But you can't shoot in first person, because that took until the GameCube to learn.
I love to reload doing about.
Mash Allison says.
All right. Alive. Let's go.
Okay, it seems like you only take one bullet at a time, which that makes sense. When he's reloading, that's the time to strike. I can tell that much. Now get back here.
You want to settle this?
Pull it off wall if only we could, right? Baker, stop moaning. It's like you'll enjoy this. I'm getting concerned.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
Oh my god. That's not really telegraphed. You can run and shoot. But you have to hold down X and then square. How many phone calls does it take to get this?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. No. Unload. Man, that makes the fight so much easier. Holy crap.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage.
He's down. But who's this guy?
Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
I don't know what I can do with my hand. I'm just gonna take it with me just in case.
I like you. I have no name.
I'm like you have no name. My name is Snake.
That
Oh.
exoskeleton.
Well, we're not the same then.
Who the hell?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, just quote unquote on that one.
Who are you? I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief
Just
told
lost
me
a
he gave
hand.
them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
Don't say the P word. He already did. Oh no.
How'd you do it?
Surgical
Heart attack is inevitable.
Surgical implants?
It really is.
Kind of like
Also, I guess this is another movie
insulation.
cutscene.
Everyone who knows
Guys,
these
what's
top
your popcorn?
codes has it.
Even the DARPA
Don't worry.
chief.
Of course.
I'm already prepared.
But the
I got my
DARPA
popcorn.
chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him
By
right?
popcorn, I mean
Yeah,
crackers, because
I'm
I
sure.
don't want popcorn.
In that case,
I don't
how
want
did
to
they get
grease
your
my
code?
controller up. What am I, stupid?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha! You're a funny man.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse.
So the
You could have no
chief, is he
arm.
okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be.
Really?
No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists
I
have
mean,
both codes
he
now.
held his chest hard and tight. That's the signs of a heart attack, buddy.
Insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What?
It sounded like for a second you said you have the car keys. We gotta go on a road trip, maybe. Let's go.
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit.
Say that's how the game actually ends. You just take Baker and leave.
Yeah, exactly. Just get in that Ferrari and go home.
Dude, would you want to stay here?
I mean, no. With half the stuff happening here, it's already a death sentence just being on the island.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec until I was tied up here.
Remember Metal Gear games predicting the future? Yeah, it's like Kojima kind of got a lot of information like right on the nose by today's standards.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot. Damn. Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me.
All right, let's go. Oh crap! I got it from eBay. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building.
Thanks, Kira.
It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear?
That's a lot of shinies, Kira. Are you specifically grinding for a lot of these, or the half of them were just kind of accident finds? Because I know I've heard some people say that. The shiny odds, from what I heard, are easier in this game, which really helps with grinds.
The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing
Oh, good.
even today.
5-frame FMB! Yeah. The old days of the early CD technology. We couldn't put the full movie on here, so we had to compress the hell out of it. Also, I don't know if they fixed this yet. This is one thing I'm kind of worried about. Metal Gear games were pulled off of digital storefronts at one point, I think last year, because of these cutscenes. They had to renew the licenses for these. So because of that, they were pulled. I don't know if they fixed that issue now. I think that should be fine for our sake. If not, hang on. That's how it looks now by today's standards. Just black it out.
Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility.
And we're just talking about current day.
To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
We need the memes. No, that's not until later.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry
This
suffered
happened
quite a
pure
blow as a result
coincidence.
of the cuts in military
I'm purposely
budgets
hunting
due
by
to the
now,
so-called
though, since the shiny odds are so good. Figure actually impossible to make a living shiny decks. That's a cool idea to do now as a long-term project hero. Especially now with the odds being more in favor for that. It's not spending 500 hours for one Pokemon. That helps.
That's why we push to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the odds you're posting here in chat here. Yeah, these are a lot more manageable in comparison to like other games. Tiny odds.
I'd expect from a grunt like you.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's good to kind of tone down that a bit because you need it to be rare, but you don't need it to be as rare as actually winning the lottery.
Main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb.
Man, that must not be much data because that's on a floppy disk. Those things hold like 5 pictures.
They don't know this disk exists. Make sure you
Remember those?
Jim.
Man, let's not go back. Let's not go back,
Give you
man.
a card too.
You know I use them for purposes by today's standards. A makeshift battery holder. I'm not even kidding.
No, you go on without me. They
Welcome
got
back,
my
Ethan.
password. They don't
While this
want
cutscene's
anything
going,
else
let me
from
get the thing question so you guys can see.
Question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I have floppies, but it's literally just a container for batteries and like other stuff. My ex made me this like a while ago. I still just kind of use it because it's a neat little throwback. But then you realize that can hold maybe how many pictures? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 pictures. Oh my god, it's revolutionary.
Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
I had to go warm up my car again.
Right in time to see Baker die. Oh, I mean, he said the P word too many times.
Yeah, exactly. He said it so many times, he's having 5 heart attacks.
By the way...
Oh, 6! 6 heart attacks!
Happy President's Day, everyone. I guess it's appropriate.
Yeah, of all the times, right? Picked the right game for this day.
So, I can tell you Mero's Kodak number, Lester, so you don't have to look it up.
I think that's in this version of the game's manual. Because they do include it with the digital copies in some fashion.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I missed a lot, didn't I?
Now he's
Not
dead
really.
too. I have no
Just Baker.
idea. Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart
Baker
attack, but...
biting
Some
dust.
kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of
As
drugs
per
that can
usual.
cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Yeah, but the problem is you need to administer those drugs on site for that to induce heart attacks, so it's not it.
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Did he have a
Colonel,
heart
what's her
attack?
phone number?
Interference
Phone number?
coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst
Yeah,
transmission
he had
like
a
us,
heart
but
attack.
normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself. Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right? Snake, I'm counting on you.
I'm gonna just grab this. I'll look up the information here in a minute, because obviously we can't use our comm system right now. It's kind of a bad spot for that. And now we should be able to use our good old in-head cell phone.
Be careful in this area now. There's guards here.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna go in a different room. Gotta pause the game before I do this, because something tells me I don't trust this game on other fronts. Why I have the full frame feed, we can actually check the manual. Where's the back of the CD? Yep, this is a manual, alright. I want the CD box. Oh god, it's gonna be one. Wait, is there a table of contents, please? Oh, you gotta go through the whole thing. At least the... Wait, which button did... Okay. It's R1 and L1 that go through faster. They said the
That's it.
back.
Right there. No, go back. Go
Is
down.
there a zoom? No zoom. That would be nice to have a zoom, guys.
You want me to just tell you?
No, I see it. I see it. It's kind of hard to make out because of the scan, but I got it. 140.15.
Yeah.
Just look, hang on, let me just call Colonel. Hey, Colonel, I bought this game off eBay. What's Meryl's number?
I don't know.
What can I do for you, Snake?
What's Meryl's number? I got it off eBay. Disc only. Did you get 2 of them? There's 2 discs? Oh, Snake.
Snake, in China, they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Alright, let's put in this number.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man
Also, I just
army?
realized I'm still in the 16:9 frame. Hang on. Probably be easier if you gotta read on the full frame.
Back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were
No,
one of
you're a
the good
solid
guys.
Snake. That means I now show you my face. But how do you know I'm not lying?
It's your eyes.
My eyes.
They're not soldiers'
Everybody knows
eyes.
Solid.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
They just don't know Liquid.
They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
Yeah, kind
Who
of.
knows? Why don't you ask him?
It's a
First, I
complicated
want some
story.
information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured
Just-
along with
just a
President
tiny
Baker
bit.
right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Yeah, that's the
Right,
thing about
for the
Snake. He's
development of
definitely a
Metal
flirt.
Gear.
Yeah.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
I mean, are you sure?
He's dead.
I got all these cigarettes up my bum.
Same as the DARPA
No one's
chief.
gonna check there.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
How do you think I stored these?
Was either of them sick
Actually,
or
he
anything?
stored him in his stomach. That's why
not
Technically.
that I heard of.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't believe in
She
coincidences.
was
Something funny's
confused,
going
like,
on.
how did you do that?
Sounds like it, but I have no
I
idea
ate 'em.
what.
You
Me neither.
what?
Yes.
I ate them.
Do you know the person who
Hey, do you want a
Ow.
cigarette? Yeah, sure. All right, give me a second. I
Dr.
gotta
Emery?
stick my finger down my
Yes.
throat. I don't
Is
want
he
one
still
anymore. I'm
alive?
good.
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the
Bend
nuclear
over and
warhead
cough.
storage building
That
to the
way
north.
you'll get the
Second
cigarettes.
floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the
No,
nuclear launching
Snake
program.
has the stuff in his stomach.
they'll need him
Sonic
alive
characters
till that's
shove
done
everything up the
anyway.
rear.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
Hey, Knuckles, can you hear me in the
Right.
chaos emerald? Yeah, hang on. Let me
In case
just
we
pull it
can't
out of my
override
butt.
the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah,
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
there's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
Exactly. Look at your profile.
You pause for just 1
Checkmate.
second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't
Snake,
last
you're
forever.
taking this too literal.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat.
Same thing.
The adrenaline
Terrorist
in your
war
bloodstream
kind
is
of go
starting
hand
to
in
thin
hand.
out. Just take it
They
easy.
both have nanomachines, so...
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link
I'll
up
be a
after I
good
grab
girl,
the doctor.
Snake.
Then we'll take care of
Liar.
the detonation code override.
Gotcha.
You know she's
Listen,
lying.
I know this area better than
Yeah.
you. Call me if you have any
Why are
questions.
you always
Be
lying?
careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
So, remember, you're going to be coming back to this place later. I'm just saying that now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's all these other doors that we can't do anything with, so it makes a lot of sense when we get more key cards. Oh, I wanted to go to one. That's fine. I'm gonna go back to the jail cell, see how our naked friend's doing. He's still naked.
Still butt naked. Censored though.
No, he went to go find pants. Alright, why don't I actually go back to floor 1? I can't do anything here because that's a 6. I got a 2 card. Oh, wrong button.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
I can't say I
cargo
looked at her
door's like
butt
an
because
airlock.
that makes it
It's
awkward.
equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless.
I'm gonna be a bad girl now. I'm gonna go kill people.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier.
See, not even
Gotta
10
get my
minutes
hands
later.
dirty.
Yeah, it did not take long.
Professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
But wonder why Snake works alone. He's already had bad experiences. Could go that way, but hang on, there's a door here. Open. gonna borrow the suppressor. Oh. Snake, next time, shut the door behind you.
I thought you told her to stay out of your way, Snake. Yeah, but the thing is, though, she does what she wants, so she's not gonna listen to him.
I'm trying to get to the door before he knows me. Hey, don't mind me. Don't just gonna scoot.
Game over.
Snake.
Don't worry, just got it all telepathically. Problem I'm noticing when you knock out the guards with a flip, it's just worthless because they get up immediately. You have no time to move.
Yeah. Now, the guard will go to sleep here in a second if you give him a moment. Then you can come up behind him and snap his neck. Or he won't. Sometimes he won't.
That works too. What flipped me? Oh god, I'm being flipped again. Oh, I hit the button before I moved too far. Alright, that's fine. We'll just inhale the gas. That's not what I wanted. Actually, I have nothing to take this. You know, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna just take a smoke. Die as I lived with nicotine. Can't get in there without a mask. I don't have a mask.
Don't have a mask. I don't have my gas mask.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
I noticed.
You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Why should he take off the mask every time she calls? That's a bad idea.
Because she's undercover. Yeah, I don't understand that either, because don't they talk in their ear? Right?
It's kind of weird to explain, but yeah.
Go get the cigarette out. I'm just gonna smoke my way to death again, it's fine. I wanna do this legit, not just power through, because I could probably just power through.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Are you smoking?
Yeah, so what?
what the matter to you?
Cigarettes contain benzopyrene, a chemical that leads to lung cancer.
Okay, Ma, put down the
Enters the
cigarette.
body, it changes to benzopyrene dioepoxide, BPDE.
Your nicotine addiction can
P53
wait
gene, the gene
just
which
a
causes
moment.
lung cancer. The BPDE attaches
But
to
this
the
cigarette can
P53
make me
gene
see
in three
lasers. It'll
specific
save my
locations
life.
and causes
Oh, okay, I
precancerous
getcha.
changes to the lung tissue.
You know a lot about science, but you don't know how good a cigarette tastes in the morning.
I was right, yep. I can actually see this stuff now with the cigarette. Okay. The only problem is the top-down perspective. I literally cannot see him moving up and down that easily because of top-down.
But Lester, I thought you liked that podcast.
I mean, it's a good podcast. It's not a good mechanic right now. I gotta go first person to see around it. Oh, Mom was right. Cigarettes do kill you. Wait, you can accept the call in first person. Oh,
Like
another.
detected by infrared sensors.
Everyone's telling
Somehow
Snake
you'll
the
have to
same
make
thing.
it past the beams. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her
What is that gonna
frequency
have
is
to do with
141.52.
laser beams? I called Natasha. I was like, "Hey, can you turn off the beam?" No. Oh, why'd I call you? Wait a minute.
You mean you think Nastasha is gonna do something in this game? I thought I take that back. She does do something, but not the thing you want her to do.
Help.
Yes.
I mean, that was a clever idea to use the cigarettes. It just kind of doesn't help as much as you think.
You called Snake?
Sure.
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored
What?
24 hours a day.
That also makes it sound like you're a stalker.
Don't think of it like
So
At least
I'm a
you'd
little
never get
concerned.
lost.
Oh, them watching you? What's wrong with that?
Nah, I mean that's not a problem, right? Oh wait,
They're-
yes it is.
They're just observing your mission.
God.
They're not
Snake,
stalking.
be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat.
I don't want to ask where you got that
Informant
nickname
the
from.
Watergate scandal?
Don't
Never
want to
mind
know.
about that.
You're not using burst transmission.
Did you ever
Bring
hear
your
about the
body.
Watergate scandal?
There's
Yeah.
a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Yeah, it really is a horrible code name. Where'd you get it from? My college days. Oh god. Also, mine detector. Yeah, where? Use a mine detector. I didn't tell you where to get them though. Mine detector's my feet.
Right.
Okay, mine detector. Just say thermal. That's not the same thing. Not even close. And also, these things are way too big on radius. I did not step on that.
You
Trying
can
to go
crawl
around.
over them and pick them up.
Well, that makes sense, kind of. Might as well dig this one up. Yep, they're just claymores. Do I have none? Okay, so I definitely want to get some. God, that's dark. Hey Snake, you want to see how I got my nickname? No.
This is Raven's territory.
So you thought
Snakes don't
the
belong
lover
in
also was bad.
Alaska.
This guy's even worse.
I will
I
not
mean,
let you pass.
machine gun, yeah. I would imagine this would be more deadly.
Send him
Also,
a
giant
message.
tank. He could shoot me with a missile.
Yep.
At least now I don't have to worry about the mines. I blew up half of them and pocketed the rest.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
Raven, though.
But snakes don't belong in Alaska.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong. It's not their climate.
didn't mean it literally.
Yeah, snakes are cold-blooded creatures. They'll just die. It was funny. I have a coworker. He was talking about how he has a pet. He has a pet turtle, and I guess when he was away from his house, the water tank that his turtle lives in got really super cold, and so turtles are cold-blooded creatures. So he went into hibernation mode. And so he just like sleeping, he was on his back, swimming in the water, and his brother calls like, "Is your turtle dead?" He's just like, "No, he's sleeping." He has to take him out and put him in a warm tank. The water's too cold.
Is he dead?
Is he dead?
You dead, bro?
That's pretty much the same mentality, yeah.
Snake.
I'm gonna write this guy's number down just in
There
case.
are claymore mines around there.
Obviously, the solution is just not walking forward because you die. Metal Gear can't crawl. It's revolutionary.
It is revolutionary because Metroid couldn't do it for years.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, how does this thermal look in terms of the compression? Because I'm just thinking about it now. It's like, oh god, this is like a CRT filter. Bitrates hate these things. Not walk out. I don't want to die again. I need to figure out how to get past him and not walk in front of him first, Snake. That's a great vantage point on the camera. Can't really see him from there.
If only you had a weapon you could use against him.
I mean, grenade. I don't have a long range thing. That's the only problem. I don't got a gun. Shoot the tank with the gun. Yeah, it works as well as you think. The only thing is I can put a claymore down, hope he drives into it like an idiot. That's the real solution. Come here, sir. Right there. Don't mind what I just did. Didn't exist. You're really bad at your aim. Oh god, that's slow down. The particle effect.
It's like it's on PS1 or To be fair, it ain't much better in the GameCube version.
Yeah. In some ways it might be worse because the GameCube version was never re-released, so you have to deal with that no matter what. At least this can have like optimization on emulator. Fine, just a flesh wound. No, don't get up, Snake. Don't point your booty at the guy either. I kind of need to go somewhere else. Shoot me. You fool. Man, grenades are just terrible. Metal Gear. That should work.
Just be careful not to get run over.
C4, please. Come on. Even that. Okay.
At least you got a ration. In case you need it.
That's a hole-in-one. That should hurt. Yeah, it's about time.
See how you like this.
I just remember on SGB playthrough, whenever they find the tank, I'm guy number 2. Oh!
I hope you are happy you got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon, much like you. I would expect no less.
See?
It's like, oh, is he just like me? Does he run headfirst into tanks like an idiot?
So, General
Yes, he
Ivan,
does.
I hear he took your hand as well as
He's headstrong, that's
Watch your tongue, shaman.
in the language of the Sioux people. Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
You caught Snake?
Good job, Lester.
Hey,
Good
Mayling,
job.
have you ever heard of Deep Throat? Oh, God, Snake, where the heck did you hear this?
Snake, have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Alright, let me contact someone. What is Amber's Kodak number? One of these.
Thought we already were on that.
I don't know your Kodak number. Yeah, use Lifeline, call a friend.
Call friend.
I gotta punch out the window. Just be metal in this Metal Gear. No.
Metal. Ha, ha, ha. That's my job.
There's probably just a button and open the big hatch. I thought it'd just be level 3 card. Oh, it's just... I couldn't... You can't see that! Even first person is not that helpful. First-person view is not as helpful as you think. Top-down makes it hard to see.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already
One of the
programmed
few
the
times
nanomachine,
that
so
Snake
he won't
actually
be
gets
able
legit
to.
angry.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads.
Like, what do you mean I
Don't you
can't
see
use
them?
weapons like
Yeah,
Snake?
there's lots of
You're
boxes
near
piled up
weapons
here.
that can
Are they all
explode.
warheads? Yes, they're all
What do you
dismantled
mean?
warheads.
Wait.
Just leave them here.
They
Like President
explode?
Baker said.
What do I do about this
Totally
grenade I
careless.
already
They're
unpinned?
working
Oh
on a
god.
limited budget. They try to
Everyone
put on
get
a
out.
pretty face for the
We're gonna
media,
die.
but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
Okay, you just really want me to call her
All
because
the
that's the
warheads
second
in
time
those
they told me
boxes
this.
have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear
Might
of
as well
them
just do it
exploding.
to get her on my
But
call
if the
list.
warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
I mean, you don't give me an option because everything. Wait, you let me still use these shaft grenade. What if I just electrocute one of the things and it causes a spark?
Yep.
You didn't think it all through.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want.
Nastasha.
I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of
I think it's like
weapons systems
Nastasha
as well.
Romanenko or
They
something like
asked me
that.
to participate in this
Yeah, it's
operation
Russian.
as a supervisor
Call
from the
very
nuclear
often.
emergency search
She's
team.
kind of the
happy
most
to accept.
useless character in
We
this
must
game.
not allow
I mean, she gives you more weapon tips, but based on how it sounds, it's not like in-game weapons that you use. It's just like storyline stuff. I kind of see why she's kind of there.
It's like what this weapon is in like historical terms.
There
Can
is-
I? Unfortunately, all I can
There
do
is
from
one line
here
I like that
is
she
provide
says
you with information.
when you get a cardboard box, and she talks about how the box was actually made. It's like, I just wanted to be in the box.
Like, hey, how we doing today? Did you know this cardboard came from ancient Africa? I was like, what? I don't. I'm not here about this.
Yeah.
So she's there for more. Yeah, basically just historical lore.
Yeah,
this game is
it's pretty much just that.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but like this game is pretty good about history in general. It has a lot of historical stuff like dumped into it.
Oh, not again. I'm just gonna eat all my rations here in a second. It'd be nice if we had a gas mask. Kinda missing that. Gotta find one soon. Wait, I just thought of something because of this. Is that number still on my codec list? Yep. No, not. Shush. I gotta put a new number. Sorry, my phone kind of got factory restored. I forgot to back up the numbers on the cloud.
This is
I also noticed going into this section our rations did level up, so I can carry 3.
hmm Yeah, and your health increased a little bit too.
Yeah, just like a few pixels. It really doesn't matter much in a section where you can't breathe. So I couldn't notice. I hope I threw him off the railing for a second there. I mean, that would definitely put him unconscious to a point where he wouldn't be breathing. Probably die. Which is like, there's no way to blow up the map on here. It's like, it'd be good to blow up the radar to see if there was a room I can go in, but I don't think you can here. I'm not seeing any openings. I'll just take the elevator out. I want my gas mask. Where? I want to breathe.
I'm trying to remember where it's at.
Ghost flip them or something. Yeah, the guards here aren't the smartest. Like, you flip them over and they're like, what was that? And then they just ignore it.
You got quick amnesia. It's just a sumo wrestle throw.
Yeah, pretty much. Ow, that hurt. I don't know what happened though. I'm gonna go on my merry day.
Oh, must have been the wind.
Yeah, man. I hate it when the wind just sumo throws me. Sorry, you're not allowed. Nope, no more bathroom breaks. You interrupted my pee break. Prepare to die. It doesn't seem like there's anything else in. Don't tell me he's gonna forget where I am after that. That's what. If he actually did, would have left. There's nothing in here. I was trying to see if there's any boards maybe later, but not now. Alright, I had to go to the back. We think that beep would also alert these guys too. Like, wait, a security door is trying to be opened with the wrong card. Who's there? But no, it's not even enough of that. Ah, good. That's what I needed before when I was fighting the tank. Rocket launcher. They just paint under here like solid black. That is very dark. Six. Oh. Don't mind me. Too bad I can't just like reach out and just punch him in the kneecap. That's just to show you. Let me check this bottom door. This is the one I couldn't see. 5. Okay, nope. This is a very bad room. This does not get detected.
Yes.
I had sounds thrown here before. I guess it just got auto-equipped. Well, either way, I'm running. That's fine. I have a reset.
Snake, are you okay?
And reset. Snake. Snake.
Get used to hearing that. No joke.
Did he just throw me? They learned Snake's trick. Fine. They get credit for that. They sumo flipped me.
Judo throw.
Yep, you guys are idiots. Someone threw me down the steps. What was that?
Wait, who did that?
I'm not holding the elevator for you. No, I'm not holding it. It was a lot just to get a grenade, like a rocket launcher. We don't need rations, right? It'll be fine. I can smoke to get my health back, right? Right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Exactly. Nicotine gives you life, right? Snake, why are you smoking again? It gives me life. No, you're dead. I see.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas.
It looks more like
Also, the floor
electricity.
is electrified.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
I don't really believe this guy. Something about him's fishy.
Gosh,
Maybe I should believe the guy with the nickname Deep Throat. He seemed pretty trusty.
I love when new players do that. They're just like, so what was I supposed to do?
I'm sorry. I didn't breathe and my volume's off. What happened? I just want to see what would happen. I mean, that's self-explanatory. You electrocute yourself, you genius. You die. This facility needs renovations. Yeah, just a bit. And this one, you don't even get a choice. I didn't even hit select, and it just puts you in. What is this floating missile? Shoot it! Really doesn't do much when you go against a missile here. Actually, you know what? Detonate it. I don't have much oxygen. I'm gonna take the safe way and actually get my breath back. Too bad I couldn't just do it from here. The air door needs to be open. The only way to do that is to, yeah.
Oh,
you should
no.
get down.
Yeah, watch out for the cameras here. That's the bad thing.
Right side. Death. God, this thing is super sensitive. And in some ways, it's actually easier to use the stick than the D-pad for it. That's not saying much. What'd I do? Hit the guy's notebook? That is not... Oh, that was an opening? It could have fooled me. I couldn't tell.
And... Boom!
It really helped. I actually could see where I was going there.
Good job.
Now I need breath. I can't breathe.
One trick, Lester, after you do that, is to walk out and walk back in.
Yeah, that's giving me back all my oxygen. Oh, put that back. That's what I've been doing for the most part here, because you really don't have that much time with the oxygen. Oh, well, at least I finally get my gas mask, but at what cost? My life, that's the cost. Please don't tell me. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, don't make me do that again. Woman sounds about to break down. She calls Snake when he dies. Yeah, pretty much. She is kind of breaking down. Yeah, I gotta unequip my gas mask to use my hand. It's like the one thing that never made any sense with this series.
Yeah.
Didn't they fix that in Twin States?
Yeah, because you didn't have to have the key card out.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying Twin Snakes is easier, but if you want the true first experience.
Yeah, then you play the original at that point. You saw nothing. how many buttons we had again for this. It's like they kind of forgot about half of them in development. They couldn't just put it on another button just for the key card. Again, they do fixes later in the series. At least they learned.
Yeah.
One of those situations where it's like first game in the series syndrome, or at least like for solid series syndrome, because it's been like since like the MSX game. That's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of blood.
See, Lester, this game just literally turns you into a murderer.
Yeah, I mean,
looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
And you really don't even know it.
Yeah, cut by a blade. Gee, I wonder who.
What's that? Do you know what's that?
No. MSX.
Oh, the MSX games. Okay.
Yeah. There was an NES version of Metal Gear 1. It was like an adaptation because it was not port.
But it was bad.
Yeah.
Because he fell asleep.
Yep.
How is he doing that? We meet again. This one is blinking. Yeah, this guy's barely alive.
He just came like a big alpha.
Yeah, he like barely can breathe, but he's like slightly hanging in there.
Man, this is so crazy.
It looks worse than the GameCube.
Yeah, on the GameCube.
Oh, because you know, improved graphics at that point. Well, at least now it doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Oh yeah. Have fun on this fight.
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Hey, look at buddy! It's the assist trophy.
I've been waiting for you.
Ah, this is what the Pepsi Man costume in Metal Gear Rising is based off of. One of my favorite mods of Revenge is just take this suit and just replace it with Pepsi Man, basically. Whole suit of Pepsi.
Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day.
The woman sounds like she's gonna break down. Yeah, because I mean, you're just talking to him and all of a sudden he's dead. He's like,
What's
what?
with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world.
Which one? You gotta be very specific on that anime comment.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find.
Okay, Lester. How many times? Everybody get a death counter ready.
Yeah, how many times I kill myself?
It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
The game thinks ahead. It's like, you know, we know what you're gonna do, you idiot. Don't blow yourself up. We're gonna take away your rocket launcher. Joke's on you. I have more than one way of blowing myself up. It didn't even do any damage to him. We took away his Nikita and he still kills himself. This guy's an idiot.
Oh my god. Why did I suggest you played this game again?
Good question.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Hey Lester, are you dead inside? Cause you gotta be alive again.
Hang on, I gotta phone a friend.
Snake, you can't use
Help.
the radar. It's confused by all of the radio interference. That ninja is giving off some kind of electrical energy.
Don't matter, I can still save my game. That way we don't have to keep on redoing some the other stuff. Jump here, I imagine.
Win, Snake, win!
Now back to the regularly scheduled killing.
I sure don't want to do hand combat.
I'm gonna hide.
He walked into it anyways. I had to test all them theories.
He goes for science.
Can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Joke's on you about a gun doing a fist fight. Actually, it kind of seems like a good idea just to get him to stun for a second and then just like run in and punch, but I'm gonna do it how he wants.
I think I use stun grenades whenever.
Chaff.
Or chaff, sorry.
Let's say that will do like the same thing at that point, because that is a stun grenade in this world.
Chaff grenades are the best for him.
That like does no damage, so you're better off just doing hand-to-hand anyways. Alright, I like explosives. Gotta test all theories. Stands down for a very long time after you punch him a couple times with that though. That's the only problem. It drags the fight on. The safe way of doing things, especially when you have like no rations like me. Speaking of which, here, have one of these. Oh, he's way up there, of course. Like, where the heck is this guy? You can't defeat me with a weapon like that. Oh no, it worked. Perfect timing for that dialogue. Yeah, I'm just fine if you walk on my fists. Fine with me. Oh, you're kidding me. He's in this stupid state. You're just gonna get a C4 in front of you. Which doesn't count either.
Okay, you're almost done.
Yeah, I wonder where he went. Found him.
Hurry up and catch me.
Really helps in this fight to have headphones because I can hear where he's walking. The directional sound helps.
I've been waiting for this day.
By the way, there's a couple Easter eggs in this room whenever we're done with this boss.
Alright, well, I know what this guy's into. I really wish there was more rations in here, though, because one more hit, I'm probably gonna die. I don't want to redo the whole fight. I feel like the more we fight him, the more we're getting him off, and I'm not comfortable.
You can use your guns here in a second.
Do you remember, Snake? The field
Boop bop.
Boop bop.
The one was like beep boop bop. Boop boop bop. Beep boop boop beep. Boop bop.
I mean, he is a robot ninja.
That's good, Snake.
Okay, now back up. Once you...
As soon as you said that, I'm gonna move in time because I punched.
Darn.
That's a dick move, I'm not gonna lie. Because now you gotta redo the whole fight because you didn't know you had a desperation attack. I never like when games have desperation attacks in general, it's not just this one.
You don't like Grunty's fight?
I mean, that desperation attack, at least you have invincibility for, but yeah, that part still sucks for first playthrough. Everyone remembers the end of Sonic's route in Sonic Adventure. You screw that one up, bye-bye, you're dead.
Now, make me feel it.
I literally won the fight. The fact that he had that kind of attack in the end is just cheap.
Yeah. Well, now you know what to do.
Oh yeah, it's actually an easy fight based on how you do this.
Yeah, like you said.
Once we can't skip anything here. I guess while we're going through, you can mention any like the Easter eggs you want to talk about.
Some of the posters in here are from Kojima's other games.
Like not Psychonauts, but yeah.
He made Psychonauts? When's Metal Gear on Game Pass?
Well, the obvious Easter egg is the PS1 there in the center with the TV.
Man, that's awkward if you play the PC version.
In the GameCube version, they changed it over to a GameCube, and you can see the GameCube menu on the TV.
Yeah, that's probably high enough resolution we can make it out. In some ways, it's just easier actually to fight him without the grenades. The jack grenade, I actually think, makes this harder in a way, if that makes sense. And it's because you can't hurt him after you punch him 3 times. Stays in a stun animation. It's easier here when you can't find out where he is, like you can't see him. I'll use him now. Oh, it's just grenades. Jeez. See, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't really help much.
Hurry up and catch me. Hurry up and catch me.
Hurry up and catch me.
How did... I'm sorry, I sneezed. I took a knee. I did not hit him and he went down anyways, but he didn't take any damage. That was a waste. Away from the gun maybe before I throw one of these things again. Because I lose track of him when I'm throwing these like in the distance.
Hurry up and catch me.
Yeah, they really want you to have fun with the CQC by
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I hate when I get one punch out and it does basically no damage. Then he kneels around for the rest. Well, I had no ration left. I guess not. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie. This fight sucks. It just goes on way too long. Guess I could skip the cutscene game back in. Yeah, that's another thing. You like do barely any damage with your punches, and that's pretty much all he'll let you hit you with.
the test of strength.
Well, the fact is, if you miss with your punches, which is very easy to do, and hit him like a one punch, then he gets stunned from the one punch only, so that doesn't help either.
Now we can fight as warriors, hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool just.
I wish you could skip these cutscenes though. Like, this portion of the phase is, like, pretty easy. If you avoid attacks, you can just wail on them. So it doesn't take that long. But it's the other phase where it just drags it out more. Okay, this is a terrible spot to fight. I gotta move. This will be better. A little more open. Okay. I don't know how I missed. And that time it looked like I should have missed and I didn't. Consistency. I don't like how I already used 2 rations in this phase. It's honestly the other phase I want to keep them. You can't use guns on any of these other portions, like the very end only.
Yep.
That's pretty bad. Like at this phase, what really would stop you? It doesn't help that they literally give you ammo in the room saying use your gun, but you can't use your gun. Mixed messages. Oh, then he stuns after he gets his sword out too. That's like an early game syndrome issue. Because that's dumb. I just thought of one thing. Maybe this will make this easier. I have no idea. I want to try it.
I mean,
hurry up and catch me.
anything is worth a try, right?
Yeah, you can actually see him a little bit better with thermal. Yeah, I can actually see him. He's invisible without it on, so thermal makes a big difference as well. Even though it's still, I gotta chase him around the room. I'm not gonna get him time. So that. Wait, how's that gonna work with a grenade?
I've been waiting for this pain.
Well, you don't have to wait long. Grenade exploded.
I love when that happens.
Hurt me more.
This is a weird kink. I don't believe in guns. It does not work. Literally probably final hit. And that will kill me.
That's it. I remember that punch.
I remember that punch.
What? Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew.
Did you have trouble with him when you first played him?
Everybody does.
Yeah, I remember I had trouble with him too.
It's more because of the weird teleportation issue he has. Like, every time you hit him, he jumps away, which might be a teleport. And he's so much faster than you, so very easy to get blindsided. The fact you take like half your health away just from those hits is insane. Kill him more. Kill him more. Kill him more. You have no health. How much more can I kill you? You're technically already dead.
Just don't get near him. You'll be all right. Watch out. He's gonna jump over to the. There you go.
Yeah, he's over on the other side. He's still kind of this.
That's the last area he goes to. So once you shoot him there, you're done. There you go.
Good job.
I felt that snake.
I hope so. Those were bullets.
Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
He misses daily dosage of the nanomachines.
I'm losing myself to the machines. Oh no, Skynet.
Is it over?
Colonel, I'm confused.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
No, Mr. Science Guy, he's having a moment.
Yes.
No.
Pretty much.
He should have died, but he didn't.
I'm gonna listen to this codec, but I'm gonna hide me for a second.
Before I joined Foxhound's medical staff.
Did you make
They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
Okay, maybe it won't be as bad anymore if we get to kill him later.
Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out.
No, I don't associate with
Can't
Kotaku.
stay
They're
here
clickbaity.
forever.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You said otaku. That's different.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
I also
wanna
peed
ask you
myself.
something.
Okay, you're disgusting.
I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Well, he got scared. Can't blame
What's
him.
Metal Gear really designed
They're two
for?
men don't pee.
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear
Man, I
missiles.
really couldn't
Only
read
for
what TMD
defensive
meant.
purposes, of course.
What's TMD? It
I
is.
already know that Metal Gear is nothing but
Keep
a
the
nuclear
subtitle on a little bit longer.
walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it, in a joint venture between Armstech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah. Yeah. Those things are nukes. They're not your standard RPGs.
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National
Here we go, those
Labs,
10
was
frame
working on a new type of
FMVs.
nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF
This is
laser
popcorn
nuclear
time.
fusion testing
Popcorn.
equipment and
Oh.
supercomputers.
That's right, there's no popcorn.
So they developed a new
That's
type
been
of
too many
nuclear
cutscenes.
weapon
They're
in the
gone.
VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
I mean,
These are
by
some of the
today's standards, you
supercomputers.
can use
If you
virtual
link
data
these,
on a
you can
battlefield.
test
That's just called
everything in a virtual
cyberdecks.
environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault.
Feel bad for him because he didn't realize he was making a
Yeah.
nuclear warhead.
I mean, this stuff happens all the
grandfather was part of
time.
the Manhattan
In war, they'll trick scientists and engineers to
He
develop
suffered with the guilt for the rest of his
machines and military-grade weapons and such. Like, they won't
And my
know better
father?
because they're being fed false information.
He was
This is
born
very
on
common.
August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base,
Where's that?
north of the
Where's that?
communications tower, but it's
Disc
a long way
2.
there.
Oh
The emergency
no!
override
I only
system
got
for
disc
detonation
1!
code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base.
That'd be one way to completely
better hurry.
cripple him.
They
Make
were
Metal
planning
Gear
a lot
Solid the
from
Final
start,
Fantasy
then
VII
their
remake
ballistic
way.
program is probably finished.
You don't get
Since they
disc
haven't
2.
called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other
Will
words, they
Snake
must
save
be
the
ready
world
to
from nuclear
launch.
destruction? Find
Meryl's
out
got
in
the
5
detonation
years
code
when we actually
override
make part
keys.
2.
We'll link up with her.
If we can't override
That's
the
called
launch,
Metal Gear
we'll have to
Solid
destroy
5
Rex.
because that did happen. They broke it up into 2 releases. To be fair, part 1 was like a few hours. Part 2 was 100 plus. So,
On that
big
leg
difference.
of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy
Wait,
Rex.
I want to get a time
I
difference
don't need
between
you.
that.
I just
'Cause
need your
now I'm
brain.
very curious.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Yeah, you can beat the main story of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes,
Want
which
you to
essentially
hide
is part
somewhere
1,
and keep me informed.
in
You
2
know this
hours,
place
according to
well,
how
don't
long
you?
the beat.
Of course I do.
Metal Gear Solid
And don't
5, The
worry,
Phantom Pain,
I've
which
got
is spoiler
this.
by part 2, is 45 and a half hours.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big game.
It's the
big
same
difference.
stealth technology
Ground
as
Zeroes
Amnesia.
was like a sneak peek, really.
Foxhound was gonna
That's
use
why it's
them.
so short.
With this, I'll be fine.
Well, MGS5 is
Bad leg and
full
all.
package in Phantom Pain.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after
Ground
you too.
Zeroes might as well be like 4.5 in a way. It's like, it's not a full game, but it's like linked to 5, hence why it has the name 5.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
What do they
Very
think with that
close.
release? It was going to take another couple years to make the full game, so we got to get something now.
Spotted me.
It was basically a glorified tech demo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something's
Because it came
wrong.
out right when the
Did you hear
PS4 and
something?
Xbox One came
Wasn't
out.
that
It was
some
around
kind
that
of
time
music?
period. That was a great way to
What
show
did
the
she
new
look
hardware
like?
off.
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
Like, wait, you were looking? Wait, were you? I plead the fifth.
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't
Bathroom.
be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering
This is
you?
the first time we're getting a
What's
card
wrong?
from
You're
someone
not
about a heart
family
attack
all of a sudden.
happening. The snake's like, this is
Glad
weird.
you're okay.
You're strange.
You didn't
I'm
die.
nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly
Everybody
died.
else I know dies.
Forget
Yeah.
it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon.
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
You can barely read that text
Japanese
because it's
cartoons played some part in
legible,
that.
but barely.
Did.
Also, this is just
I
flat
didn't
out an
get into science
anime.
to make nuclear
This is
weapons.
literally an anime scene. Oh god. Just show me
Became
clips
a
of Gundam.
scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the
But he likes
Japanese
Gundam.
animes.
Gundam.
Really,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
true.
that's kind of what these Metal Gears are kind of like. They're pretty much like glorified
Just
Gundams
sounds
when you
like a
think about it.
childish excuse to me.
Scientists were in this
You're right.
universe like,
We have to
hey,
take
have you seen Gundam?
responsibility.
Make us
Science
those.
has always thrived on
But
war.
with
The
nukes.
greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I
To
know
be
everything
fair,
about this whole
Kojima
base.
does
Ask me anything
revisit the
about Rex or
concept
about
of
this
like
place.
Metal Gears being
Also,
kind of like
with
Gundams,
this
like how that
stealth camouflage,
anime
I can
cutscene
sneak
was
in and
with
out of
the
armory
Zone of the
mess
Ender
hall.
series, because
If
that's
you
pretty
need
much what those
ammo or
are.
rations, just tell me and I'll bring them
Or
to you.
controllable robots you play as, which are like glorified Gundams.
I'm on frequency
At least it isn't an
141.12.
Evangelion.
See you later.
And that whole mess of it. Oh lordy, that's a doozy of an anime. Evangelion.
Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard things.
It's good. It's really good, but man, it's a doozy.
Might as well just put his number in right away just to get it on the list.
Did you talk to Deep Throat again?
No, not yet. I don't know if he has anything new to say, but I'll probably
Still
check in
haven't found
anyways.
Meryl? Snake, the
Might be a
warhead
good time
storage
to
building
talk
that
to
you're in
Deep
has
Throat.
one
Snake, you
floor
haven't found
above
Meryl?
ground
You
and
just
2 floors
left.
below ground. Why don't you search there too?
Oh, Deep Throat's doing Deep Throat things. Don't think about it too hard.
I said the same thing. I said, what a weird name, code name to have.
It really is. All right, Police Knots. Yep, that's definitely one of Kojima's games. I recognize that name.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Easter eggs in here.
They almost look like boxes for action fingers on the table there. It's kind of hard to tell.
Amber, correct me if I'm wrong. I think in the
there's
Twin
PS1.
Snakes, there's
Gosh.
a Yoshi and a Mario bobblehead. There's
I
a
think it's gray, like dark
that's a
gray.
Sega Saturn.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's
that is more of a Saturn than a PlayStation. Although it looks more like PlayStation on design, but Saturn on color. That's weird.
But yeah, on the Twin Snakes version, I think you could find a Yoshi and a Mario in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Over
that's,
by
that
the
sounds
right
familiar.
corner.
I've heard about that because they added like extra Easter eggs because of the Nintendo stuff. I think probably this would be a good stopping point, only because I don't know how many more cutscenes there will be left just for us to walk out the front door. That would make the most sense.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich, too. But he was used like a tool, used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
Dark. The depression hits. No comment, Snake. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just like, I don't know how to respond to that. But yeah, I think this would probably be a good stop point, as I said, because again, cutscene's gonna be lengthy. It's already like 10 till 11, which we normally stop around that time anyway. So this is probably the best point. Is there like a go back to menu button? I don't think so.
Okay.
If I can make it red again. Yeah. If you want to go back to menu, reset your system. That's oddly specific. I want to get back to the title screen. Make sure my saves are intact. Not the best character. Which one? The big expose there or the silence?
Oh, Mei-Ling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mei-Ling's awesome.
To be fair, I am liking Mei-Ling. Like, she is very like, into what she does, but she does it all for like very good reasons.
At least whenever I follow online, the people didn't like Mei-Ling that much, and I was like, "But you talk to her every time you save."
Okay, good. Yeah, all these are. But I'll probably fix up those duplicates in between sessions, just because it's redundant. I don't need to have 3 save files, 2 of them being from like the first 10 minutes. So too redundant. But yeah, again, I think that's probably a good stopping point. So I'm gonna go ahead, get off of this, go to full cam here as we're ending it. So thanks everyone who came out. This was a lot of fun so far. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. We'll continue this next week. And what was it, about 3 hours in, so we're already a pretty decent chunk into the game. I don't know how long it is specifically. If I had that, how long the beat tab's still up? I probably should check.
About 8 to 10.
Yeah, because I know when you streamed this game a few years ago, Amber, it took you about 3 sessions worth, and 8 sounded about right based on your playtime. How long the beat puts it around 11.5 hours, so it's like, yeah, around 8 to 12 hours range. That makes sense, depending on how you play. If we keep on walking into death like we do, 13. Bump it up another like hour and a half. But yeah, no, that's gonna do it. Next time we came out, just to reiterate something we started with the stream with. The highlights I'm gonna be going through by the end of this week. I'm gonna be taking down a lot of them here on Twitch. They're all up on YouTube. There's one specific one that's not. I'm gonna be moving it over to YouTube here in like the next couple days worth. Maybe sometime next week we'll upload it. And like the little clips will stay, like the funny little moments that might as well be like clips, because they're a little too long to be clips. They're made highlights, like the hack kid losing her body glitch, for example. But like the full-on highlight things, like Mighty Number 9 first playthrough, or like the old Splatoon 1 Splatfest highlights, stuff like that. That's all on YouTube. So to clean up the Twitch channel, I'm just gonna be getting rid of those here because they are kind of cluttery, and a lot of them have like drop frames and not as high of quality. Check it out on the YouTube side for like the proper VOD at that. That's why I put all these stream VODs anyways. That's pretty much the big thing. I guess outside of that, the only stuff to mention is the usual stuff. Sonic Adventure 2, if you missed that, started up this week. We got episode 2 out yesterday. Kind of going about halfway through the hero story, just like right before the halfway mark. So that's been making a good amount of progress so far. Definitely check that one out. We're still doing the Kirby 64 Race on League, getting closer to the end. So that's pretty much that. And I think that's it from my side. So if you guys have anything to add, now's a chance.
I been uploading Smash on my channel at the same time Amber's been doing the same on her channel. So look forward to a new episode tomorrow. So I'm just happy that this project is continuing on both of our channels. So
Yeah,
get this
you guys,
project out of the way,
in terms of the uploads, I think you just made it into like the second half, so to say, of World of Light.
Yeah. And that's pretty much that. I'm gonna be probably starting next week on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm probably gonna be releasing some vlogs that I have on my channel that I've been meaning to get released, so that way I can put them in playlists and everything else and get everything organized. I'm gonna be starting recording my next playthrough sometime this week, and I'm hoping that...
What, another update video?
No.
Yes. My next playthrough. I'm gonna give you a hint. Update channel. That's all you get. Just wait a minute. That's a one-parter.
I've been meaning to get this playthrough started for a while. And, I don't know when it's gonna go out. I'm just gonna be starting recording it.
That's fair. Yeah, that could take time. But you're in the middle of Smash anyway, so that gives you more enough a buffer time too. Because I know you probably wouldn't upload this until that's done.
Right?
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt you.
This is like my turn yet.
My site's a little bit different. I still uploading Smash and the Mario Party videos we've done. I just want to say I'm sorry I've had to cancel streams lately between computer issues, internet issues, and then getting sick again. You guys probably saw my tweets, but I couldn't stream last night because I felt like I was dying, to put it lightly.
Yeah,
And
it definitely, from what I've been talking to you about, this is hitting you hard. Whatever it is.
yeah, that's kind of why I was quiet tonight too, a little bit, because I cannot stop coughing, and I don't want to cough in the mic and blow everyone's eardrums out.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
but I'm gonna try to get back to streaming soon. I don't know if it'll be next week, because I want to get over this sickness first before I get back on camera and try to stream. So for now, the only stuff that's going to go up is what I have to upload, which is, I think, like 1 part of Freedom Planet, 2 or 3 parts of Fire Emblem, and then the rest of the Mario Party stuff that we did last Monday, was it?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I don't even know
this
what day it is
previous
anymore.
Monday, like we did stream earlier in the week on your channel.
But that's pretty much all that's going to go up on the channel for the time being. I'll keep everybody updated when I can stream again. So
That's fair. And then I would definitely say just follow you on social media for those updates at U-Turn Unique on Twitter.
no, follow SonicGhost.
Yeah, that
Be
was
better.
the problem. Don't do that. That was that. All he posts is weird images of his games glitching out and having on recordings. That's
Oh,
all I get,
really?
behind the scene glitch.
Cyclone Amy. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I can't wait for me to upload this video and get another 4K one. It's like, what? Can I just say YouTube's processing as of late has been hella bad. It's been awful. Absolute awful. At least all my videos are being fixed up now. It takes like a day to get them processed anymore. It's really bad. I guess on that note, yeah, again, just to reiterate the highlight thing, I'll be cleaning up. I'll make a post about it on Twitter, but you don't have to worry. If you guys watch on the YouTube side, it's all there. So we're not really losing anything. I'm just cleaning things up. But with that, that's going to do it. So thanks everyone who came out. And we're going to head off for the night. So take care and have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.